What's up, Riftbounders? Houston is right around the corner, and I am wholly unprepared for it. So I am back at it with another coaching session, this time with Entropy again, since Entropy is an amazing Kaisa player, and I'll not only get sort of learnings on TCG fundamentals, but also very specific sort of matchup tips for the Kaisa deck itself. In this coaching VOD, we'll be mainly going over another best of 3 that we played, as well as reviewing the VOD of us playing as well. Some big takeaways I got from the last session is making sure that I am trying to read my opponent's hand, having a good understanding of what they could have, what they could not have. And one big learning from this session is that using that information, we should be able to construct a sort of game plan based on our own hand and our opponent's hand, and use our game plan to bring us to the point of highest return in the game. And you'll see in this session that I've made some pretty big mistakes, especially with like evaluating the state of the game. And I've definitely learned a lot. Hopefully it helps you as well. There'll probably be more of these sessions in the coming few days just because I'm trying to get as many sessions in as I can before Houston. Getting all these Kaisa reps in will be super helpful for the tournament because I expect to see a lot of Kaisas. And without further ado, let's jump into the VOD.
We're back again. Yep.
Oh yeah. How's it going?
Was going over the VOD that you sent me.
Yeah.
A friend, not a friend, with a friend that I coach, obviously.
Mhm.
And we more misplays in some of the games, or like some of your keeps. Like you kept Cleave game 2, right? And Smokescreen game 2, and we were like, he was like, "Whoa, why is Cleave in his hand all of a sudden?"
Yeah. Why did I have? Was I on Reavers game 2?
I think in one of the games you might have been on Reavers with Cleave. I know you definitely had Cleave in game 2 after the sideboard, which I've always said you should always.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely got rid of the Cleaves. Maybe I had like a brain fart or something. Didn't take.
Yeah. Game 2 you had Smokescreen and Cleave. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah. Something went wrong in that game too. Yeah, especially because we were looking at it. Like I think you like drew Cleave, then top deck Smokescreen next, and the guy who was watching the VOD like, "Oh no, you can't be doing this."
Yeah.
But okay, all right. Well, as we can start, obviously we'll play a game as well. Again, let's see how things have improved.
I'm down.
What we'll do in one of them as well is I'm gonna try and play through it, and then I want to try and see how good your hand reading is. In when you actually try, right? Because I know last time sometimes you obviously you suffer from just not locking in properly and keeping track. So we'll make sure you can do it properly. Let's get into the lobby.
Sounds good. I have a notepad pulled up with 4 questions I will ask myself every turn. I'm going to be asking, what can you do this turn? What can you do the following turn? What's in your hand? And what my game plan is. So I make sure I stick to it.
Yep. Okay, interesting. Yep. And obviously, you make sure, again, I always say this because, I mean, you're a better player than some of the people I coach anyway. You have a game plan. Obviously, be aware that game plan can change depending on the state of the game. But stick to the game plan if it's good, obviously.
Yep.
Wait, sorry, can you send me your list on Discord?
Oh, yeah. Let me send it. I think it's a little bit different. I replaced the Reavers, of course.
Yeah. I'll reconnect real quick.
Yep. And I did decrease the number of sentries and yordles for now, and threw some sprites into the main board.
Oh, this list is looking yummy. Yeah, I like this list.
Yeah. I'm still keeping 2 rains because I feel like rains. I really like the rain. I don't know. It just feels good. But yeah.
No, that's okay. It's like it's at the end of the day, I can give you meta reads and things that I suggest, but what you feel comfortable with, I'd rather you play because it's your deck, right? It's your tournament, it's your deck, and yeah. So that's I also I'm not against 2 rains. That's okay. That
Sounds
is
good.
Yep. We are only 7 2-drops, which is risky.
It is.
But we'll see how that plays out in practice. The only thing I personally, if it becomes a problem, then you just go down 1 Darius, you go down 1 Smoke, you go down 1 Rain, one of these cards, and you just put in the extra 2-drop, right?
Yeah. Like it's about a 4% difference. So hopefully it's not run ending, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It shouldn't really be. I've seen some people already play 7 before. Because they, like, as you said, they don't mind the percentages.
Yeah, there's like a skirmish this weekend, and I'm like, if I hope I could like brush up on my
Mhm.
Kaisa matchups, or just like just fixing some big mistakes I'm making before the skirmish. Because
Yeah.
if I can get that buy, that would be really nice.
Yeah, you get the free buy, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's really
Yeah.
nice. It's kind of actually huge because then you can skip like some of the Auroras that will miss and lose their first
Oh
game,
yeah,
the Victors,
definitely.
the weird decks. You'll just skip all the bullshit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And I get to wake up later for the day, more sleep.
well, that as well. I mean that's a little bonus. Yeah, true. Okay,
All
let's
right.
start off straight off to a game. Yep.
Okay. Nice. It looks like I am going first, so let's get started then. All right. Mulligans.
Hmm.
Hmm. I'll do two. I'll bottom two.
Yep. I will bottom two as well.
Okay.
Yep, you can go.
All right. Sounds good. Uh, and I forgot to draw my two, but let me grab those.
Yeah, don't do that in the tournament.
Yeah,
If
yep.
well, if not, the judges should be okay with it, but my god, the ones in Shanghai were very rule sharky.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So we've seen. Okay, so
yeah.
we'll do two. We'll just do a student, and then I'll pass.
Best hand. I'll just orb and
Wow.
pass to you.
Orb again.
Yep. I am
Damn.
known for finding the orb. Yep.
Right at the beginning.
Jibs
That is.
doesn't complain to me about that.
Yeah. Oh man. Orb. Well, I mean, you don't have any units, so it should be relatively safe to go in. So you have two up, and you didn't play any units. So my guess is that you probably have some spells, maybe a hex ray. Um, and then next turn you go to 5. You will be able to. You could accelerate Kaisa. You could play some more units. Probably develop, I guess. I think you have to develop next turn. Now, I mean, I could send the student in, test the water, see if you have something. If you don't, then great. If you do, I guess I play another unit. I could play Kaisa in base. Hmm. Let's see. I mean, I think the fact that you have no units means it's generally safe to go in here. I think I will, and like if you have to accelerate next turn, you'd have to accelerate Kaisa with nothing up. And I think I'm willing to take that risk. So I'll go in with student and try to go to 1.
I will fix it.
Okay, so student is dead.
Yep.
And then now you have 3 cards, and the chance of one of them being a falling star is pretty high. So if I play Kaisa here, it could just die to the falling star. So I think I actually have to play it a little bit safe. I think now that I realize, I think the student was going in was actually a mistake because you could have just held up 2, and next turn I can just go to 2 points. But I'll try to send in Sprite.
Yep, that will conquer. Sure.
Yeah, okay. And then I will pass. Hmm.
You have to burn a
Oh
ring.
yeah, I
I got you.
almost forgot to get a free Sprite, mother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got a free little mini free sprite there, eh? Yep. I'll play Kaiser here and just pass to you again.
Okay, sounds good. Already up. I'm at 5. Sprite is dead. If I send Sprite Mother in, it's pretty much going to die because your Kaisa is just gonna go over it, especially with Orb of Regret. Next turn you go to 7. You could potentially play Rain, but even playing and you do have a Kaisa, so playing Rain still leaves you with a board. You can also play Darius and activate it. Okay. I mean, it's mostly, do I want to go to 2 here? Or should I just stay in base? I think, yeah, I don't want to make any more bad plays, so I'll just develop Kaisa in base. And I think right now the only other way I get punished is if you have Stupefy and Falling Star. And that would kill both my units, regardless of sending the. So if that was the case, I would send Sprite Mother in anyway, just to get the draw. Or just get to go to 2 points. Stupefy Falling Star. I mean, that could be possible. You had nothing in hand, no units. Yeah, I think it's fine. If I send the Sprite Mother in, it forces your Kaisa to go to that Sprite Mother location, and perhaps I could take advantage of the Kaisa being in Dreaming Tree. So I'll send Sprite Mother here and try to go to 2.
Yep, I'll pass 2.
Okay.
That's your point.
I'll go to 2 and I'll end my turn.
Okay. Already up. I will. Kaisa here.
I'm thinking. I will. Let's see. Do I do anything? You know that I can do something with 1 rune, so I will let the Sprite Mother die, and you go to 1 point.
I'll draw a card. I'll play a Sprite. Smaller. Yep. Go here.
Yep, you got it.
And I'll play 2 for a student, and
Yep.
I'll pass to you.
All right, ready up. So that means you probably just drew that student. If you didn't play it earlier, that means you still have your spells in hand. You probably didn't want to Falling Star my Kaisa in case I retreated it. So if you do have Falling Star, it's probably still there. You don't. You left up 1, so I feel like the highest likelihood is that you do have a retreat. So, I could just not force a retreat. I could just go to the left onto the Sprite. And then if you have a Hextech Ray, it's actually not too bad. Because, yeah, let's try this. I'll go onto the Sprite side, and I will give my Kaisa a cleave and pass priority, triggering Dreaming Tree.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll draw 1 for cleave. Whoops, it is
Yep.
Lagan. Did I draw it? Okay, I'll go to 1 and I'll draw 1 for Kaisa. I have a lot of cards now. Okay. And then I could still force your Kaisa back potentially here. Thinking. Because I could force the retreat out. Or potentially, I guess I have to try. Or else I'm leaving too many runes up. So I'll do 5. I'll send Darius ready. Send it to the Kaisa battlefield. Pass priority.
Yep. I will retreat.
Okay. So that gets retreated. I'll go to 4 points. I have 1 up and I'll pass.
Okay. 1 up. 1 up. I'll Orb of Regret your Kaisa.
Yep. Goes down to 3.
I will Falling Star.
Falling Star, the Kaisa and the Darius, I assume?
Yep, 1 each, yeah.
Okay. So Kaisa is dead. Darius is at 2 health.
Oh.
And actually, I will react. Can I react to the last bit of the Falling Star?
Before it kills Kaiser, yeah. You can.
Yeah. I just wanna retreat the Darius here.
Yep.
Don't want to get punished by a smoke screen. So I'll channel 1 and draw. Okay.
Okay, I will go here.
Yep.
Go here.
Yep. So you go to 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For a Draven.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
He is
I'll
pretty
pass
strong.
to you.
Okay. Already up. So right now you have 7. You go to 9. There is no warp danger. And I guess if you're playing Draven and Sprite Mother, you're probably not going to try to warp because you have a lot of power costs. The issue is I need to kill 2 sides and also get rid of whatever's in your hand. I know you got rid of some of your spells that you were holding on early, but I think we've been cycling so much that let me take a look. Yeah, one of them is a Kaisa. So you have one Kaisa
Mhm.
and 3 mystery cards that I have
Yep.
not figured out. I could send Draven back into one of these battlefields, but I don't have. Getting 2 accelerate units is going to be troublesome. Yeah, I think I have to play Darius here. So that would be 5. I don't really have any other options. And I will trigger Darius with a student. I still have 2 up. Darius is ready, +2. And you have 2 up. Could be for Smokescreen. Could be for Stupefy. Could be for Hextech Ray. So if I want to get over something safely, I will pull out my own little Orb of Regret. And I'll Orb of Regret the Sprite Mother, so it goes down to 2.
Okay.
And then
Yep.
I'll send Darius to Sprite Mother and pass priority.
Yep. Hold
Okay.
that.
So I'll go to 5. And then I have 1 up. I'll just leave it up and end my turn.
Okay. My hand was bad, but it is slowly becoming incredible. I won't lie. Um,
The Draven's menacing.
Jaden impressing me each time I play him. I won't lie. Yeah, especially in
Yeah.
the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very impressive. I'm gonna come in with my Draven and just cleave on the way in.
Yep. I'll tap a rune, react to that with a retreat. And
Yep.
Darius goes in hand. I'll get a rune. I'll draw for Dreaming Tree.
Yep. 6, 7.
Okay. Sounds like a big body.
Yep. Just gonna
Yeah.
watch her in base.
Okay.
There we go.
That's also very menacing.
Um, it is, and I'll just pass to you.
Yeah. Sounds good. Already up.
Yep.
And interesting that you left the student. So I guess you're forcing me to basically take over 2 here. What is the most optimal way to take over 2? Draven's at 9. He is very large. And you have 1 up. Technically, Draven's at 8. If I use my orb, if I go in with a Watcher this turn, if I go in with a Watcher, so that's 8. I'll have 3 up. Draven would go to 5. You could potentially. You can't trade unless you have a Sky Splitter. But I feel like people don't really run Sky Splitter in main, right? It's
No, yeah,
not
no,
really,
yeah.
right?
Other people play. Yeah, yeah, definitely not. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
And then if I can watch her, I can guarantee to go over the Draven, and I could potentially go over the student on the right side. I think I have to watch her here. So I'm thinking we go 8 for Watcher, recycle 2. Draven goes down to goes down to 6, right? 6. Yeah, goes down to 6.
Yep.
Rainbow goes to 1. Yeah. I guess the issue is if you have Stupefy, we trade. If that's why I orbit. But if you have a Hextech Array, and I don't think you played you played 1.
You
So
said one, yeah.
the odds of you having another Hextech Array are not super high. But yeah, I mean, I can always, yeah, let's Hextech Ray. Hextech Ray. Hextech Ray would bring me down to 4 health. And you need 4 might to basically clear that. Yeah, we'll Orb of Regret the Draven to bring it down to 5. And then we'll attempt to send my Watcher to Dreaming Tree, pass priority.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
There's a lot better than I expected. And I have to clear the student, so I'll send the student over here and I'll pass priority as well.
Yep.
Okay. That feels pretty good. And then I guess I should just come in with another. Let's see, what could you do next turn? You could come in with another watcher potentially, but that's not super likely. You could rain me. That is possible. You could Darius, which would hurt. Darius with maybe like a unit, or you also play cleave. You already played a cleave, so I don't have to play around second cleave as much as I have to. But it is Dreaming Tree, so you could have anything here. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass.
I'll go. What's that? 5, 7, 4. Just do that as well. Yeah, I'll just go here.
Okay. Let me think. Let me think. Is it? Can I even defend this? Is it possible? Can I beam the Watcher to oblivion? Ooh, I will let it. Let's see. Can you warp? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't. I think I have to defend it. Even like, even if I know that you might not have warp, I still need to play around the warps because most Kaises have warp here. So I think I actually have to defend this. So I'll do 3. No, I'll do 2 for a smoke screen onto the Watcher. Trigger the Raven Bloom. So Watcher goes to 3. And then I will tap one more and stupefy the Watcher. Maybe I should have done that first, but yeah.
Okay.
So Watcher goes down to 2, and I'm at 4, and I'll pass priority.
I'll retreat my Watcher.
Yep.
201.
I'll draw for stupefy.
6, 7, 9. 1, 2, 4. 9. Close, but no cigar. Oh. Could do that. It wouldn't make a difference. No, it wouldn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
For Watcher unaccelerated.
Yep.
And then I will zap your other Watcher.
Yep.
And I will Falling Star 1 each.
Yep. They're both dead.
I'll pass you.
All right. That is that's gonna be a tricky one. Yep. Let's see what can I do here. If you have any accelerate.
Yeah, I thought you might have it here.
Oh man, I don't know if I have it anymore. I mean, actually, wait. I think I do have it. No, no, I don't have it. I don't have it. I mean, I could play Darius, and send him in, and
I'm guessing you're holding what, Darius Retreat, and you realize he doesn't re-ready him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not gonna work. I wonder if digging here with Darius is worth it though.
Yeah, that's with the retreat maybe. If you don't have a way to kill the Watcher for sure.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be 5. And then let's try playing like a what is the cheapest way to dig? Probably just play a Noxus in base. And then Darius is ready. I send it in, and then I draw one. Hmm. That's not really good. That's not really good. Maybe it was trigger Darius with something else and then play him and Noxus on the on the same
I
battlefield.
can see that.
Yeah.
Like drawing out, yeah.
Do I really? Okay, I think I just do two more and I play a student on the battlefield here. And then I know you have used two retreats. So you retreating your Watcher and going back in is more than unlikely. Um, and yeah, I'll pass it back.
Okay. Ready up. You
You
also
also
want to
use
do
two.
here?
You also use two
Um,
stars.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll accelerate Kaiser. Yeah.
Wait, yeah. Let me think. Let me think. Yeah, yeah. You got it.
uh, I will Orb of Regret the
Yeah,
Darius and come in here with a
yeah,
Thousand Tail Watcher.
yeah. I will react to that. First, I will tap one and cleave up my Darius, triggering Ravenbloom.
Yep.
That's dig.
Yep.
And then I will tap one more and Kaisa to Hextech Ray the
Mhm.
Watcher, triggering my Darius to +2 and my
Mhm.
Ravenbloom +1. And I'm at
Yep.
10. Yep. So
Yep.
we'll
I'll kill
trade.
Darius.
Yep.
That was a lot better played, I will say that, and I'll play my own Darius. But
Ah.
that was very close. That was I went first this game, so it's always going to be my favor a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
All right.
yeah, yeah, we'll go to the votaries after obviously, but yeah, definitely a big improvement there, a huge improvement in some of the
Okay.
plays made there. The
I'm
early
like,
game was a lot stronger.
okay, okay. I'm just like, I think yesterday I was kind of autopiloting, but today it's like I gotta take things
Mhm.
like super seriously, even
Yeah,
like if it's
yeah,
a
yeah. Because like
practice.
you have to play as if you're going to Houston, right? Which
Yeah,
you are obviously.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right, sounds good, sounds good.
very
Uh,
good.
I think I actually went first, but I think I'm wondering if
You
that
did?
one play
Oh,
at
you
the
did. Yeah.
yeah, I wonder if that one play at the beginning where I sent in the unit to die for free was the one of the
I
big
no,
things.
I held student. I held Falling Star, and it stopped me being able to play it because you killed the sprite anyway, right?
Mm.
I was going to just Orb of Regret and Stupefy both Falling Star both the units.
Oh, I see, I see.
Um,
So getting the
like
point there was
maybe you
fine.
could argue it's worth just get it out,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'd have to obviously we'll do that through the review and see. But
Yeah.
it was definitely a close call either way, and I think you played it correctly either
Okay.
way, depending on what my hand was.
Yeah, sounds good.
Um,
Uh, all right, so I'm going second now. We'll do
yep.
my Targones and do some siding. Now the question is, obviously on Reavers you take out the cleaves, but on Targons, is it even right to take out the smoke screens? Like I think I still
The
take out.
smoke. I go down to one, and I
Mm,
keep the other one usually.
okay.
Um, because the issue with like smokes is like maybe you could keep two. Just they're very brickable.
Yeah,
Uh, hmm.
that's true. That's true.
Depends on your sideboard as well. If there's
Yeah.
like not any better cards, then yeah, you just obviously keep them. But
Yeah. Do you still keep all your pouties if you're going second?
yes, yes, I usually do.
Oh, interesting. Get rid of 4 cards somehow. Or 5. One, two, hmm.
Okay.
I think I remove one of these. Okay, I think I am ready. Whoa, double targets. I thought you said it was a going second
Yeah.
battlefield.
But yeah, you're the one going first, remember?
Oh, true. I'm going first. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, it's good, it's good.
Okay, I actually did the wrong sideboarding here.
Yeah, you can swap. Yeah.
Yeah, let me swap this over.
You like confused me for a second because I put down Reaver's row because I was like, oh, I must be going first. And then
Yeah,
suddenly I
yeah.
wasn't
Hold
anymore.
on, hold on, hold on,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on. For some
It's
reason,
all
I
good. Yeah,
started siding as I'm going second. What am I doing? Okay, we gotta remove these. We gotta remove these guys. This guy in. This guy in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
Hmm. It's really correct. Okay. I'll try it out. Let me just shuffle this, and I'm going first this time, right? Okay. I'll draw 4, and then.
Wait, you?
Yes, yes, and so I start off with 2. I'll mulligan 2 card. Actually, just one. Just one. Ooh, no, no,
Okay.
no, no, no. No, sorry. Uh, mulligan.
Sorry, I'm good.
I think it's these 2. Okay, I'm gonna recycle these and then draw 2, and then I'll ready up. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. I got my guy, Pouty, and I'll pass.
Okay, I've already readied up. I will also play Pouty
Okay.
and pass to you.
Oh, looks like we both missed our triggers. Whoops.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. I feel like when I play in person, I'm always repeating ABCD, ABCD, just to make sure I don't forget them.
Yeah, I played in person for a while ago and I made the same mistake. I didn't do that and I made a lot of mistakes. I was
Yeah.
playing like an idiot.
Yeah. I'll send Pouty to Targans, pass priority.
I will Hexray the Pouty.
Wow. Okay. X-ray the Pouty.
Not nice. Not nice at all.
Not nice indeed. Now you're down to 2. You go to 4 next turn. You Hexray. That means at least you have 1 less removal, but it's not great. It's not great. Like, is it even safe to play Kaisa anymore? Because now I don't have the extra rune for anything. But if you Falling Star my Kaisa next turn, is that good for me? You would have to have another 2-drop, I think. If you Falling Star it. Let's try it. Let's bring it out, and I'll pass. I don't want to waste up 4 runes.
Okay. With you.
Okay. 4 runes. It's not a Falling Star, or maybe it is.
Yeah, that's another thing. I never tap specifically for what I'm playing. Usually I'll just tap like a bunch of runes.
Yeah.
Because like in person, if you tap 3 and then you untap 3, you've just given away, as you just said, like you've given away your hand. Like
Yeah,
people
yeah.
only go through all the 3 mana cards and go, okay, he's got that, which is
Exactly.
really bad. Oh, tough one. This is a tough decision for me. This is why I hate this style of hand. Absolutely hate it. I'll play Kaisa in base
Okay.
and pass to you.
Oh, close one. Close one. No Falling Star on my head today.
No falling star yet. Nope.
Okay, I'll send Kaisa to Targan's Peak. Go to 2.
Okay.
And then I'll draw a card on Kaisa Conquer. These are cards. These are cards, all right. I'll tap 2 for a Sentry. And I will... Yeah, that's something. I will pass it back. 4 up. You go to 6. Oh, technically, I also forgot my trigger. My Targan's trigger.
Yep, true. Yep.
Yeah, so this I'm at 6. Oh
You.
my goodness.
Yep. Okay, that's not what I like to see.
Yeah.
That's not really what
It
I
does
like to
tell you
do.
that I don't have any units.
It does, but my hand is so bad. Oh,
I'll need
oh
every edge
Lord.
I can get this game.
Mm. Holy earth. It is horrifically bad. I'm going to. It's gotta be 3 for Yodel.
Okay.
Draw one.
I just realized I don't have any
One,
Yordles in my
two.
deck. I took them all out.
Oh, for your yeah, because you're going first, going second. No, you should take them out. I actually think you should take them out if you're going first, right?
Oh yeah,
I think that's fine.
I think there's
Yeah.
none in my. I don't even have any in my sideboard. That's the issue. So
Oh, yeah, I have them in my sideboard. As I said, I played a deck against you yesterday without them in the sideboard. Like, I'm
yeah,
not sure myself. I have them in the sideboard for going second, but I'm not
yeah.
sure about them yet.
Okay.
They are still okay.
I
But
think
yep.
yeah. This is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I retreat Kaisa for sure. I'll try to send Sentry to the other one. Pass priority.
Yep, sure. You can
Okay.
get that. Yep.
Oh, I like that. I really like that. And
Yep.
I get to play my big boy, my Mega Mech.
Oh, he's filing the Mega Meg. Okay, now maybe I can punish you on playing this card. Here we go.
Oh, is it the Cathian? It's coming.
You're lucky. It's not you're lucky. It's not right now, but I wish it was. There's a chance. There's a chance. I'll
Okay.
Kaiser here.
I will thinking. Yeah, that goes through.
Draw one. Get a point. Mhm. Yeah, that's fine. I'll play my Sprite Miller
Yeah.
and conquer here.
Let me think. If I let this go through, I need to get over the sprite next turn. I mean, if I do anything with the sprite, you just come in with another unit anyway. So, yeah, Sentry is dead. I'll draw.
Yep. Get a point. Now, I know that you can have time.
Perhaps.
I'll perhaps. I think it's marginal, right? Okay, I can play around it. I'll drop a 2-drop.
Uh-huh.
Top 2 for another 2-drop.
Oh my, this is an army.
Yep, and that's it. Top Targon.
Okay. Alrighty, let's ready up. You have an army, I have a mech. Huh.
Yep.
So mech could go into the right. If I go into the right with mech, you could smoke me. That's okay. I'm okay with getting smoked. You could Hextech Ray. You already Hextech Rayed here. And that's the only spell you casted. So I guess it's probably smoke. Or you could just retreat your Kaisa. Yeah, let's send in the mech to the right. Pass priority.
Yep. You get
Okay.
that?
Got a 5. Now this is a tricky one. This sprite. It could do anything to me. It really could. Let's attempt to send Kaisa to the sprite. Pass priority.
Yeah, that definitely tells me you've got time up. I will stupefy your Kaiser.
Kaisa. Okay. And now I will tap my Kaisa and Hextech Ray onto the sprite. I don't like this, but
Nope. Yep. Sure.
I think that was actually the wrong spell to use, but it's okay. It's okay. We live and we learn. I'll go to 6. I'll draw a card. Oh, I like that card. We'll tap 2 for a Poro. 2 for a student. and I'll trigger the sorry, I meant to trigger the targets, and I'll stand up 2, 1, 2, and pass it over. There's a lot of runes. It's a lot of runes.
Yeah. Oh Lord, can't even get over this. Not really. I gotta just pray. I'm gonna rip a progress there.
Okay.
And
Okay,
pray to
where's
draw something.
what are we progressing towards?
Hopefully something irrelevant. Okay. It's a good start, good start. Very good start. Very good start.
3 up. 3 could be Void Seeker. It could be anything. Oh,
Play all.
Orb is coming.
I'll orb Kaiser.
Yep.
And then I'll X-ray Kaiser.
Okay, I will react to that with a nifty little retreat going into hand. Unless you have another reaction, but I'll channel. Okay.
I'll X-ray the Warmech.
Oh, the big mech. 3 damage. Okay, that resolves.
He's got a 5. Oh, this is so painful. Holy Lord. Could have literally anything here.
I have so many runes. So many cards.
Oh, screen. Void Seeker.
Mech has 5 health left. You are tapped out. I like that.
Hey, yeah, that's good for you. You barely played.
Very good. Makes things a lot easier.
I've literally barely moved into the battlefields. But like Stupefy Void Seeker would mess me up. Stupefy plus a Void Seeker plus a Stupefy. Yeah, so because of that, I think I have to do something like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Is that your final decision?
Yep, it is. Yeah, that's one of the only things I can do, I think.
Yep. I got some fun ones for you. I'll discard a red. I'll Sky Splitter one of the students.
Oh, yes. Oh, yep.
And then you still have, I need to get rid of the student. So I'll do double Stupefy onto the student. And I'll hit it with a Hextech Array to clear it out.
Okay, yep.
And I'll
That
draw
does
2.
work. Yep. Okay, yeah, that's one job. Oh, that is all she wrote. I think we have to go to the next one. That's
yeah,
GG.
I think this mech living is game over, right?
Yeah, with I just didn't want to see the sky splitter there, yeah. Well played.
Damn, okay. I'm convinced. This one anecdotal time I used Sky Splitter, I'm convinced.
No, yeah, I've like practiced with it a fair bit, and I do think it has some strong considerations.
Yeah. Especially if you're playing Draven or mech, like, damn.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay, I might actually bring this to my skirmish, the Sky Splitter tech.
Now I go, and as I said, it's really good as Annie, surprisingly, because you just need more stuff to kill them right before they get on the battlefield. So like, it's just more spells to force them out.
Yeah, I can see it. Okay.
All right. Well, at least now I'm super favored, I think.
Yeah. Okay, Reavers. Scary. Okay.
Yeah, that's very scary.
I think. Okay, funny enough, for Arena's Greatest, I actually removed my time warp, my one time warp that I still have. So, yeah.
I'm not against it, because the games are really fast, right? You're not actually, in theory, you're not actually going to get to that many runes because Arena's Greatest just speeds up even more. So obviously I'm playing around it, but yeah, no, I definitely don't disagree with that play.
But I feel like in the Kaismira, it could be still worth just keeping around because we were at the end, we were still getting to that 10 rune range.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like in theory, like you on like first thought, it's like, oh well, the game's really fast, so time doesn't find value. But I think it might just still find value, because Kaiser just does not burn runes. It's that good. Like she's so overpowered that you just get to 10 runes on turn 4 anyway, even though you're playing cards. Okay. Put that.
I need to get rid of one more card.
There we go.
Okay, I think
Right.
I am ready. So I'm going
Ready?
second.
Yep.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oof.
Mulligan 1.
I will bottom 2. Okay, so if you mulligan 1, that means you're telling me that you have a 2-drop and a spell, at least, I think. Yep.
Oh. I'll 2-drop.
Okay.
There you go. I'll pass to you.
Sounds good. Let's see. Ready up. I'll get a third one. I will also, whoops, when it stops lagging, I also play a 2-drop and leave one up and pass priority.
Okay.
Oh, your runes are stacking.
My runes are bugging up. Yeah. There we go. That might be. Oh, they're all stacked. One sec.
Stacked
There we
rune deck.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just getting extra runes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
So what I'll do here is. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I'll pour Tatagons.
Thinking. This is one of those This is like the situation I was in last time, or you did. Oh.
Yeah, I looking back, I think it might have been a misplay. So keep that in mind.
Yeah,
But
because in the end,
yeah,
like the being behind, you were pretty behind on runes, I think.
yeah, I was completely behind on runes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just let this go. I mean, I let
Okay.
this go. Yeah.
Like I was more scared as well because I was on. It was Arena's greatest, right? I was
Yeah.
like, my hand was really bad, and I was like, oh my
Mm.
god, like it's not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think it was a misplay in the long run. It was minus EV. Just didn't consider it properly.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay. So you dumped your hand. That is pretty good. Unfortunately, what can I even do here? You have 2 up. I could try offering a trade. Nah, that's no way. No way that's correct. No way that is correct. Is it correct? Oh, actually, I see a better line. I see a better line. I'm going to stupefy. You're hopeful.
Okay.
Okay, that resolves. I draw a card.
Yep.
And my Raven Boom gets +1. I will tap 2, tap Kaisa, Falling Star, Hopeful, and Student in the back.
Yep.
And I'll get another +1. And it's a beefy student, so I guess there's no way you kill me here, right? Maybe. Hextech Ray?
I'll just text right.
Yep, that's fair. We trade then. Wait, we trade, right?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we trade.
I was looking at something else there. Yep.
All good. And then I'll play a student in base, and I'll pass.
Okay.
Fine, you should be at 1 point here.
Yeah. What am I doing here? I could do that. I think that's fine. Not really. Oh. So I never usually do this, but the game is in a state I'm happy with. Yeah, I'm gonna accelerate Kaiser.
Okay.
Onto Reavers.
Yep. You got it.
Card. And then I'll pass to you.
All right. Leaving 1 up for potentially a retreat. You have Hextech Ray. Potentially a retreat. Do I just... What do I do here? Try threatening with student. If you try staying, threaten a trade or a retreat. But you'll probably just pull back. You have 5 cards in hand. You go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go to 7 runes. 7 is good for Megamech. It's good for Darius plus something small. It's good for Rain. I think I just do... I try to see if you have a retreat. I'll try Void Seekering the Kaisa over here.
Yep, Kaiser's died.
Lucky me. Lucky me. I'll draw.
Yep.
I'll play my own Kaisa in base.
Yep.
And okay, you can't accelerate a Kaisa into the student, which is that if I go to Targons. You could Darius it. I think I'm okay with the Darius here. So I'll send student to Targons, pass priority.
Pass priority 2, yep.
Okay, I'll go to 1. I'll stand up 2 runes, and I will pass.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 for a sprite.
Okay, yep.
I'll sprite mother. Yep.
Okay, let's think. Let's think on this one. If I do something to the sprite, I force you to play. You have 3 cards. You could Void Seeker. You could. You have a lot of cards in hand. I know you probably don't have a Hextech Ray. You maybe have Falling Star, but you don't have a Retreat. Too many cards. It's actually could be. I think I actually defend the student here, even if it costs me. I'll try tapping 1, recycling, and I'll ray the sprite. I feel like raying the sprite feels so bad, but we'll try that.
Sprite will die. I'll pass to you.
Okay. So maybe that was correct. Already, lagging. Already up. Go to 2 points. And, well, great. I can see. I mean, you could have a Hex. You could have a Void Seeker for my Kaisa, which is honestly, is it even fine? You cycle the Void Seeker. My Kaisa could potentially be saved. Yeah, I'm gonna move the student back. That's for sure. I'll send in the Kaisa to Reaver's Row, pass priority. Would you like to avoid secret?
I
Okay.
would.
I will opt for a retreat onto the Kaisa, channel a
Yep.
rune, and now send it in again. We'll send it to Reaver's Row, pass priority. I guess nothing, so I'll go to 3.
Nothing.
I'll
Yep.
draw, and I will pass. Okay.
Okay.
So if you have like Stupefy, another Hextech Ray, or another Void Seeker.
I do have another Void Seeker. A Void Seeker Kaiser again.
All right. Yep. It's done.
We got it this time. Okay.
Yep.
I'll try and sprite mother here.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
3 points.
For 5 for a Darius.
Yep.
On 2 Reavers.
Yep. You got it. 4.
And I will pass to you and untap 2.
Okay. All right. Please give me something. Actually, I have a good one. I have a pretty decent play here. I'm gonna try casting 3 for a Void Seeker to the Sprite Mother.
Okay, yep.
I'll draw, get 1 on student. And then I will 2 up. I'll play my Darius for 5. 2. Force a Darius out. What is the play here? I'll tap 2 more.
Okay.
Is this even correct? Maybe. And I'll Falling Star your Darius. Twice.
Okay.
And now, is it worth going to 5? You used up Void Seekers. Used up Hextech Ray. Okay. I think I just leave Darius in base and send the student to Reavers. And I'll pass priority.
Yep, pass to you.
Okay, I'll go to 4, and then I'll pass.
Okay. Hmm. I will falling star 1 each,
Yep.
and then I will smoke the Darius.
Yep. They are both dead. No coming back from that.
Nope. And then I'll tap 2 for a hopeful, and
Yep.
I'll pass to you.
Oh, that is not good. That is not good.
I mean, it might be great for you, depending on your hand is, to be fair.
No, my hand
But
is
that's
not good. It's not good. I will
oh,
pass it back.
neither is mine. Oh wow. Okay. Um, I guess I'll try and go here.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. I'll
Okay.
tap 2 for Sentry,
Yep.
and I'll pass back to you.
Oh man, this is one of those games where I wish I had the Yordles in my my deck here.
Yeah, yeah, this is like the niche scenario. Yeah, true. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
going second as well, so yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna play the sentry, and you're
Yep.
this is gonna be a little silly. We'll tap 7 here for Icathian
I think
Rain.
I see what's gonna happen. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna rain and just do like 8 on here and 4 there. Yep. And
Okay.
then we will pass.
I'll draw a card with my
Yep.
Sentry.
Oh
Ready up.
god.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. I'll Sprite.
Oh god. 6
I'll
points.
like this the onto yeah, let's go Reavers.
Yeah, you got it.
And I'll just play this Party Poro. Nice.
Yeah.
I'll play this Party Poro.
Uh-huh.
Oops, there's any way you can win on 11. No. Not that I'm aware of. I'll pass to you.
Nope. I don't even think Time Warp gets me here.
No, it
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay, so you have 3 cards in hand that haven't come out in a while. So they're one of them is probably an Accelerate, I'm thinking. Maybe like a Watcher. So if that's the case, if it's a Watcher. If it's a Watcher. Yeah. I mean, right now, I'd have to defend against a Watcher push, or I have to clear your base. I don't know if this is right. I feel like this is too confusing. We'll do the same thing as last time. We'll Kathy and Rain. Yeah, and I'll target the Poro. Do 2 there, 2 here.
Yep, that will
And we'll
clear
just
my
clear
board
the
again.
board. Then we'll send Sentry over to the right side, and yeah, pass priority.
Yep, you get it.
Okay. Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will watch here.
Yeah, thinking. Yeah, I'll retreat with the Sentry here.
And I will pass to you.
All right. All righty. What? Actually, I have a decent play here. I have a decent one. That actually was not too bad. I will play my own Watcher.
Okay.
Yes. And your Watcher goes down to 4. Damn. Sky Splitter onto the Watcher.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, that works. That
Actually,
works.
I don't even need a recycle. I forgot I have my Kaisa. Sorry.
Yeah, you got your Kaiser, yeah.
Yeah,
All good.
damn. Okay, Sky Splitter is paying back dividends.
Yeah, it came up there as well, yeah.
Okay, I will send my Watcher to Reavers, pass priority.
Yeah, pass priority, you get it.
And then I'll send my Sentry to the targets, pass priority.
Yep, you get that.
Go to 7, and then I will get 2 at the end of the turn and pass.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, I will rain.
Okay. It's only fair.
3.
Yep.
Yep. The second rain from me.
Yep.
I'll kill those cards.
And I'll draw a card.
Yep. And then I will just play a student and pass to you.
Huh. So what does this tell me about your hand? You have 3 up. You haven't void seekered anything. I guess you didn't really need to void seeker anything there. You already used 2 void seekers. So do I have lethal? Let's let's see. If I send in a sprite mother, can you kill the sprite? We'll send the sprite to targets. Pass priority.
Pass priority. You get it.
Okay, I draw a
You draw.
card, and I have Darius. So.
Yep, you get it.
Oh
GG.
wow, GG, GG.
I was stuck on the time warp there. Yeah.
Okay, wow. Okay.
That was the great play. You thought about the watcher, and then you killed my backline, and it stopped me from winning the game, right, with time warp.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I can't win the game.
Okay. Okay. I really like these cards that I stole from your deck list.
I mean, I'll take that. Yeah, yeah. Like the sprite mother, right? That won you the game there a little bit.
Yeah.
And what is in your hand here?
Yeah, I
I got
had
the runes instead. Yeah, yeah, exactly, right. So the Darius plus sprite there still wins you the game. The Sky Splitters actually popped off.
actually though. Oh my goodness, I'm definitely putting so good. It's so good.
God. Like it's just really good against mid range, right?
Yeah.
And because once you get that Watcher down, I know you ran mech, but even with the Watcher, it's one cost, right? And you're always playing Watcher when you have it usually. So, yeah, that was got down. Well played. That was really well played. Like a lot more thinking about your plays for sure. Obviously,
Yeah.
a lot more hand reading. And that's good because like you're hand reading out loud as well. So now when we go through the video, you'll know what you were thinking that moment, and now we can really see where it goes wrong and where it goes right. Right,
Okay.
and now we can go through that thought process with the hand reading and the plays.
So
yeah, let's get the VOD on and let's go through them games as well and see
how
we can improve on that hand reading.
Yeah, let me.
Like there were definitely a few times where you called cards in my hand and I think you were right, and I was like, right, this is spot on. This is what I want to see from you playing.
Yeah, I feel like I just gotta keep reminding myself. Just think about what I need to keep track of what cards you have. I need to keep track of the runes, and then like if I can think of everything, it's so much clearer what to do. I think.
And I think you put it perfectly yesterday when you said it's your how did you put it? A lot of your mental capacity is on your own plays, right? That's fair enough. And then now a lot of your mental capacity is on my hand, my plays, my runes, and that's going to make you play a little bit worse. I know it sounds weird because you're not going to have as much mental capacity on your own plays, right?
Yeah.
There is limited mental capacity anyone's going to have in any game. And that's just because you're maybe you're not as good as hand reading, but when you run into players who are really good at it, it doesn't take up as much capacity. So they're just firing off on all levels, right? They're playing so well because their capacity is way limited compared to what other people need to do it. So that's why we have to get good at it, so that when we are in a tournament, it doesn't become exhausting because we're already good at it, right?
That makes sense.
So yeah, do you play League of Legends at all?
Yeah, I used to. I wasn't super good. I was like plat diamond at best. But yeah.
No, that's pretty good. There was a player though in Asia called Dopa.
And, yeah, I know Dopa. Yeah.
Yeah. And he famously made the comment that he makes the same plays in the first like 5 or 6 levels and tries to work out what is important to pay his mental capacity to during that game, depending on how the game's going. Because he accepted that no matter how good of a player is, he has limited mental capacity for a game like League. And like with mechanics, with skills, with focusing, like one game he said he was winning lane, but his lane, he knew the players on his team weren't very good, basically. So he knew he had to carry. So he put all his focus into winning this lane 1v1 mid lane, and none of it to like map control, map vision, rotations. And he won the game because of that. And that's what he attributed to anyway. And he said so mental capacity is in any game is important, right? In tournaments where you get exhausted. So that's why we need to make sure you're good at hand reading and you do it naturally so that you don't exhaust yourself out mid game and make misplays on your own board. But yeah, Dopa was really, really good at me. Let's see.
So yeah, so the mulligans. This was I knew I was going first, so I mulled away. I think I got rid of the hopeful and the smoke screen. I was thinking I would get rid of hopeful. Yeah, I was thinking of keeping hopeful because hopeful is such a good turn 2 play, especially with another 2-drop.
Yep.
But I was also thinking like, let's say I don't get the other 2-drop, isn't it better to get the sprite mother than playing the hopeful for 4? I don't know.
I see your line of thinking, but here we can like play the 2-drop and then turn 2 we can Kaiser, and then turn 3 we can sprite mother into hopeful, right? Which is a lot of tempo.
Oh yeah, that curve is a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very scary curve there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of points real quick.
So
yeah, hopeful's just really good.
Okay.
Yep.
Would you keep the sprite mother then with the hopeful?
Yes, in this spot, I think there's an argument to keep it. I'm
Okay.
not. There is like some small math here where we could say if we get rid of the sprite and the smoke, we dig further for Void Seeker and
Yeah.
Falling Star.
Yeah.
Uh, but I think this hand is like kind of nutted as well. So
Okay.
like
Uh-huh.
I think Hopeful is really good as well because it's just one big fat Kaiser check, right?
Great
Falling
stuff.
Star check.
Yeah.
So like you'd rather your Hopeful get Kaiser Stupefy Falling Star rather than your Kaiser 2-drop, which is
Okay.
why Hopeful is quite important, or Void Seeker.
That makes
Um,
sense.
so it's either Sprite and Smoke, or it's just the Smoke, in my opinion here.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Um,
because I think the reason I got rid of two is I was like, oh, I need some spells. I need to dig for like a Hextech Ray or a Falling Star. But
yeah,
okay.
and I'm completely on board with that thought pattern. That's like it's a bit more of like a high rolly pattern where because if you miss it, you might lose EV. You might
Yeah,
lose
yeah.
his hand is really strong. Your hand might actually just get weaker. So I'm not against it.
Uh-huh.
And we're on Dreaming Tree anyway, so we're gonna draw a lot. So maybe it's fine.
Mm.
But let's see what happens.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
see if we can watch this game as well and see if the hopeful might have been better than what you draw.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go forward. Let me just turn off the audio for this so it doesn't disrupt anything. So I play the student. You on your turn, you play the orb. So you don't have a 3-drop here at all.
So no 2 or 3-drop. Nope.
No 2.
That's
So I know
important.
you don't
So,
have
yeah.
any units, probably full of spells. And I guess this is the part where it's like, do I even go in with the student here? Because if I go
Right.
in, you would just beam it, and I'm down a student.
Mhm.
And I think I still go in just to get rid of a card in your
So
hand.
like I think this play was really good.
Okay.
So let's see what you do here. Sorry. So the student dies.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the next one.
And
And
then
now we
I think I should just be playing
what do we
Kaisa,
do?
right? Maybe. I think do I play the sprite? Oh, I
You
derammed.
play the sprite. I don't like this play. This is the
Yeah.
play I did not like. Because you're not getting much value out of the sprite. It's not
Yeah.
pressuring anything.
Yeah, because you don't have any
And you're burning
units.
a rune.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any unit. You're not like. How would I put this right now? This is where I put it. Like I've always I said a lot yesterday. Like you identify the game state. If you're ahead on tempo, you play the sprite. You push. You push. You push. The game state hasn't established itself yet,
Yeah,
and
we're
we're
0 to
already
0.
making really
Yeah.
heavy lines. Right, we're
Yeah.
devaluing ourselves.
Yeah.
What I would have preferred here was to. It sounds like it's going to come weird. I would have preferred to really abuse my opponent's slow play here, and put the student in.
Yeah.
When it gets hex ray, retreat it and then replay it. Because then we're playing immobilize for 1 mana.
You're right, because I have 3 retreats. That's like too many in hand.
Yeah, it's way too many. Yep.
Yeah. Ah, yeah.
So we
I
could have
know.
just absolutely farmed value out of this retreat, right? Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
And maybe this game does look a little bit different from then on because you have 1 extra rune, and then if you play Kaiser and push and then you retreat again, you're going to be like 2 to 3 runes above me, right? Which is a lot, and you're drawing off them, so it's not losing value.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I missed that line completely
obviously-
because I was too focused on, I need to play like a 4-drop here. And then, but I didn't want to play Kaisa because I wanted to save the retreats in case Kaisa would get like hit by something. But yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
So like, yeah, again, like we just, so even though I said like we haven't established a game state, we can establish at least that our opponent is playing quite slow. And then we can look at our hand and go, well, I've got 3 retreats. How does that play into playing slow? Well, it's a free ramp card. On Dreaming Tree, it also generates me hand value. Do I have time to abuse this? Yes, because my opponent's playing slow. Should I do this given my hand state? So then we look at our hand state. Well, we have Sprite and Kaiser as our only 4 drops. If I put Kaiser in base, he can Falling Star. We know he might have Falling Star because he's not played any units. So he's got a handful of spells, which you identified, which was great. So you didn't play it. I think that was a good play. And then the only other option we can play is Sprite Mother. Do we want to play Sprite Mother here? Our opponent's playing really slow. We're playing into spells. We're devaluing our runes. No. So then we instantly come to the conclusion. Okay, retreat's great here. And it also lets us dig for more. We might top deck a 3-drop, which I don't think we have a main board, but yeah, it just lets us see more cards anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that was a better play there. I'll chalk that down to, again, just focusing too much on the 4-drop. And even though you identified my hand, you didn't really use it to your knowledge, right? You didn't compare it to your hand strength and what you can play around with that basically. Alternatively, if this was like 5-4 turns in from now and you identified those same things, the Sprite Mother would have been a great play, right? If we were on like 6 to 7 runes and you're on 4 or 5 points and you say, okay, my opponent's played really slow here, it's got a handful of spells, and you just jam the Sprite to pressure me, then it'd been great. So yeah, but let's carry on from here then.
Yeah, sounds good. That makes sense. So you play the Kaisa and leave 1 up, And back on my turn, I have the Sprite Mother by herself. And I think I don't even go in. I just play Kaisa and I leave one up for retreat. Or, ooh, I actually do go
You
in.
do go in.
Oh, why did I go in?
I don't like going in. What
Yeah,
was
yeah.
your reason for going in? Maybe you said it. I think you wanted to test for Hexray, but I'd
I,
already played a Hexray,
yeah, I
right?
knew you didn't have Hex Ray. I think I got baited by the fact that I could go to 2 again. I think,
Yeah.
I think,
So
yeah.
when you did this, I said this was a great play at the time because I'm holding Falling Star and I have Orb on the field, right?
Mhm.
Um, I thought it was a great play because I thought you were playing around Falling Star because you didn't have Retreat. But if you
Yeah.
have Retreat, there's no need for that,
Yeah,
right?
because I would still save Kaisa at least with retreat if you
Yeah.
like did something.
hmm
Yeah.
Which is huge because imagine if we made the other play where we retreated our student and then we played our student and then we played our Kaiser and we have a student and Kaiser on board, we would have like 3 extra mana. We would be runes. We would be so far ahead on runes by the time we retreat this Kaiser now that we would be like we'd be at 2, 5, 7. We'd be at 9 runes on like turn 3, which is you basically the catalyst. So yeah, just another small misplay here with knowing you have the retreat that you kind of have the counter to Falling Star anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
I just
and
sacked it
you
for
really need to
you.
get obviously you need to get value out of the retreats, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I think I got
Yep.
baited by the 2 points, the even number yet again.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And then I think
Um,
yeah, you just go
so
over
like,
for free. Um
yep. And that, so like now, like I know that you're either holding a retreat up for the Kaiser for the Falling Star,
mhm.
which is not now I don't Falling Star,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, or you would get
'Cause I've
hit by
tested
it.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, because if you have Stupefy and you Stupefy here, you're tapping out for retreat, right? So I just know you're holding retreat. Um, so now we're in a weird spot because you know my hand. You know you at this point I could arguably say you know I'm holding a Falling Star. Um, the way I've played because I also think I only look at 1 this game. I tried to find a 2-drop. If I'm not holding a Falling Star, you at least know I'm holding Void Seeker. So in the way we look at it, we can say, okay, our Kaiser is basically dead. Until we have to play Kaiser on retreat if she ever moves from base or if she stays in base. To either Falling or Void Seeker. So in my mind, I'm ahead. So we can rule out. We can say, okay, one of them is Falling Star, one of them is one of them's Falling Star, one of them's Void Seeker, at the very least, right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's carry on.
Okay. Let's see. So you send the sprite with the token in, and then you develop in base with a student, and I think you leave one up. So it goes back to
Right.
me, and I guess right here, I'm like, I gotta get rid of these retreats. I should have used them, like as you said, I should have used the retreats earlier because now they're kind of dead in my hand.
Yep, exactly.
And I think I see the cleave play, and I know that if I go in with a cleave. I also have the Stupefy, so I should be able to go over your Kaisa here. But I think I sent it to the left. Yeah, I sent it to the left
Yeah.
because... Why did I send
Why
it?
did we do that?
I think the reason I sent it to the left was because if I send it to the right, you could Hextech Ray me, and I'm forced to burn my Stupefy, which I guess is fine, right? Like that's positive.
Yep.
Positive
Yeah,
outcome.
it's positive. So you're also like in the playing in the wrong order here. So I think I know in person you also said you're scared. You thought I wanted to retreat my Kaiser, so you didn't want to cleave just to eat a retreat from me. So we could have stupefied first, so it's 4 to 3, and then you have complete priority, right? If I play Hex, you cleave. If I retreat, you've not lost anything.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
So definitely just what would I wouldn't say that. Yeah, this is like not like a philosophical level where we're not identifying game state or opponent's hands. We are just maybe rushing through the turn, not really looking at our hand properly and saying like this stupefy was sort of invisible.
Yeah.
And that's about it, right? This stupefy just seemed to be invisible in this game. So the way I would definitely look at it is something a little trick that I try and teach people. I try and teach my best mate, but it's hard because how do I put this? Obviously, as I said, there's limited capacity when you're thinking through the turns. Is when you look at your hand, sometimes you want to just like how do I put this? What I do when I look at my hand is I always cross out cards that I can't play. Right? I don't even consider them. I like literally cards that you don't have runes for. Get them out. They're invisible. Then you go to the next ones. Then you go to the ones that you're probably really not going to play. Darius here, it's unlikely you're going to play Darius right now. You're not just going to slam Darius, in my opinion. So then, and we have 3 retreats. So we don't look at the 3 retreats. We look at the 1 retreat. So we have retreat, stupefy, cleave, and then stupefy enters your brain, and then you go, oh well, I can stupefy the Kaiser, right? That we'll work on that as we go through the hands, just because it'll be easier to show you how to break down your hand quicker. Because yeah, you definitely should be stupefying my Kaiser here and pushing it. Definitely.
Yeah. I think over here I got too tunneled on the, oh, if I cleave, I draw a card from the Dreaming Tree. But I
Yep.
don't really need to use the cleave here because
Yep. You don't
it's
need to, right?
overkill, right? Yeah.
It's overkill, and you're also going to draw a card from the stupefy, which might change. You might be a really good draw anyway.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And we conquer, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you would go in
Uh,
to the right, stupefy, see what you do. But
Yep.
would you play the Darius afterwards?
It depends what we draw. So we'll see this now from the cleave and
Yeah.
the conquer anyway.
Yeah.
And yep. So stupefy comes in. Okay. We draw the watcher. We draw that. So would I draw that? Would I play the Darius? Yeah, I'll just slam Darius.
Okay.
I would have just slammed the Darius. Actually, so if I went to the right, let's say I'm the Kaiser. I've retreated my Kaiser. You've conquered. We're at the same state. And there's just a sprite on the board. Yeah, I think I would have just put the Darius. Yeah, I would have just slammed the Darius. Yeah, because we just have so many retreats, man. Like we have so many, and it's become a problem this game now because these retreats are blocking our hand, right?
Yeah.
So we have to just yeah, I do think so. We have literally no other play here than to just slam that Darius. So this is correct. This is still correct at least.
Okay.
We just did it in the wrong order. Well, at least we've ended up in the same situation at least, just with the wrong order. And that could have drastically changed if we didn't top deck Watcher Orb, right? So that's definitely something to keep in mind. But yep, so far this is still correct.
One thing I was thinking during this turn was I think I was tunneled on the fact that I wanted to save at least one retreat, so I can save at least one of my Kaisas and Dariuses, because I think at the beginning of the turn I was like kind of committed to just playing the Darius, which probably wasn't correct. I probably should have seen what I drew first and then committed to Darius.
Right. And then that's another thing is like if we did it the other way, I don't think I would have Darius to cross over the sprite. Darius could have just chilled in base, right?
Yeah. There's no reason to put him at risk.
Yeah, no reason for that Darius to be vulnerable. Yeah, and it's gonna punish you here, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's the even point again because I was like, oh, I'm at 3. I can go to 4.
Yeah, there's no need, right? Yeah, and because we know our opponent's holding Falling Star, so like now, if we played with that in line, thinking, okay, they have Falling Star, we know that our Darius is basically dead. We have to retreat 1, but now we're not even ahead on board because he's gonna
I just have
Falling Star 1 and then just overtrade on the other one, right? So we're losing both units for sure. Like we have to retreat, but yeah. So yep. So now I think I do Falling Star, right? Yep. Here comes the Falling Star that we knew was coming.
And then you Falling Star both, and I retreated it in case you stupefied it after I retreat.
So this was a misplay. Remember that retreat is reaction. Yeah, retreat's reaction. Let me stupefy first.
No, sorry. I was scared of so because you put 3 damage on both, right? I was scared that if I retreat after the damage resolves, you could stack a smokescreen on top of the retreat, and then I lose the retreat and the channel and the Darius.
You might be right. So you retreat. When did you retreat though? You retreat after the damage resolved, right?
No. I think. I remember asking you, can I use the retreat before the damage?
Right, that's why you did that. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's me a little bit misunderstanding. Yeah, that's perfect sense. Yeah, that's actually a smart play with the chain. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah.
And then you go into both, go to 4, and I have no board, unfortunately. Then I think this is I drew into a student here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these retreats have really shit on our hand now.
I know. I really needed to use them earlier, especially on that student in turn 2.
Yeah, in turn 2. Yeah.
What? I mean, at this point, it's like I need to develop. But like, do I really need to get 2 more points here?
Yeah, that's what we have to think about here, right?
Because you don't go to 10, you go to 9. So if you like try time warping next turn, I'm still fine, I think. Or like, because you can't time warp next turn.
I can't time warp this yet. Yeah. You're not scared of that.
So maybe it's just develop in base because you already Falling Starred. So unless I get blown out by like an Acathian Rain, then I should be still okay. I'm not sure. I think.
Let me look at your hand. What we got? I really don't have much.
Yeah, I think what I do here is I actually go in with Darius and I hold up some for
Okay.
Smokescreen and Stupefy.
Okay. I'm not
Yeah.
against it. I'm not
Yeah,
against it.
I think sent in the Darius. I play the student in base. I play the orb just to be safe.
Oh no, you just tap out. Okay.
Oh, do I tap out? Oh, I
Yeah.
do
Well,
tap
apart from
out.
the
Wait
retreat,
a
right?
minute.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, I think I played the orb because I was thinking if you wait, I feel like I found a better line. If I just play Darius and orb
Mhm.
instead of the student, I could
Yeah, you
go in.
activate him, right?
Yeah, like I would activate him with the
Mhm.
orb, and then I could hold up 3 for Smokescreen Stupefy,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I think that's a better play. And then like you can smoke screen first, and then if it doesn't go well, you just still you retreat out, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you can play a accelerated bouncer. I'd say it's literally either that or stupefy your own Darius to draw two, and then hold a retreat and try
Yeah.
and play really greedy. But I don't mind this play. I think this is probably more winning in the situation you're in. So
Yeah, because
yeah,
if I
I
have
think this is.
Smokescreen Stupefy, that's -5 might on any
Mhm.
attacking unit. And then Darius also gets
Yeah,
+2. So,
yeah, it's huge for him. Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah,
It would
no.
have. It was a very good play there. And that again. Okay, so again, that's we need to identify hand state and looking at the hand. So like, if we look at a hand and we say, okay, do we want to play Watcher here? Probably not, right? We identified that quickly. So Watcher comes out of the hand. So we just imagine Watcher's not in the hand. We have two retreats. We're never playing the second retreat, so the second retreat comes out the hand. So now we look at so now we're down to like a 5 card hand already with Stupefy, Darius, Orb, Smoke, and Student. So then so let's say you've decided you're definitely playing Darius. So we put Darius on the board. So now we're down to a 4 card hand with Orb, Student, Smoke, Stupefy. Which yeah, you put Darius on the board. So and then yeah, you look at these cards. Are you playing retreats this turn? Nope. So they're coming out your hand. You don't even look at them. So now we've put down to like 2 cards or 3 cards in our hand. Are we playing smoke screen this turn? No. So that's coming out of the hand. So now we've just easily broke down our mental capacity to only look at 2 cards in our hand. And yeah, you as you said, you're just rushing through it and you just slam the student without looking at the orb. It's
Yeah.
between now it is literally just between student and orb. Because when you break down cards like this, you now want to sort of compare the cards to the other cards before you play them. So you broke down your hand to only 2 cards, Orb and Student. Which one do I play now? Orb, right? Because that activates my Darius for cheaper. And then you have 3 runes left. What am I playing in my opponent's turn? There's 4 cards in my hand: Stupefy, Retreat, Smoke. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we look back at the Student and go, no, you tap us out. We're not playing you. Um, and maybe I'm taking blame for this because I said yesterday we always want to get our 2 drops developed in base, which is fine. But obviously applying that universally to every situation isn't good either.
Yeah, yeah. Because I could
So yeah,
potentially defend Darius here if
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yep.
okay.
Um, so, but we developed the student instead. Let's see, because it was still a closer game, so it wasn't like it was instantly over yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
We-
but yeah,
Yeah, we send the Darius in with the orb as insurance, I guess, in case you smokescreen me, I
yep,
think.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think you were scared of smoke, which is a fair play. I'm not gonna. Yeah, you would
Yeah.
definitely do that.
Okay. And
Uh,
then I think I just pass with 1 up
I think I did
for
have the smoke actually. That was a good play.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think because I like almost tap out, I was like, I'll just retreat the Darius
Mhm.
to defend him. I guess I didn't think about the fact that
Mhm.
I could defend him with the other 2 spells as well,
Right, yeah.
which may
And then
have
your
been
retreat
better.
is like just extra insurance.
Yeah. And then yeah, so you go in with Draven, I retreat my Darius, you play Watcher in base, and you leave student and you pass it back to me. Now we are
Mhm.
in this state.
We are.
I think I Watcher here. I don't play Darius. I think I
Okay.
Watcher. I go in, I play Watcher. I give everything -3. I orb the Draven
Mhm.
again, just in case he's too big. And then Draven, you let
Oh,
Draven die here, which I guess
yep.
shows me that you don't have a... Draven goes down to 5. So that means you don't have a Hextech Ray anymore.
Nope.
Because you used the Hextech Ray beginning. And I guess you didn't draw into another one. Um,
Yeah,
and
because I
then,
would definitely use it here, right, to
yeah.
trade.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we can rule out. Yeah, we can rule out Hex Ray completely. What's my Draven at 6?
I think he was
Uh,
at 9,
oh,
but I
five,
gave
five.
him yeah, I gave him -4 with the Watcher plus Orb.
Yeah, we can at
So
least definitely rule out Hex Ray. Hex Ray is definitely gone.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hexray is gone, And then I guess like you have a one cost student, and I feel like I'm still fine because I have Stupefy and Smokescreen
Mhm.
here. So I just
Yep.
go in, you let it die. So I guess you don't
Yep.
have yeah, you don't have Hexray because you would have Hexray the other
So,
side. Um
yep, and I'd probably also have Stupefy, right? So
yeah.
we can roll out Stupefy and Hexray.
Yeah, yeah. Because I didn't have to use my Stupefy here, and I think
Yep.
I pass it back to you. I have 3 up, just enough for my
Yep.
Smokescreen, Stupefy. You go in with Watcher, and this is the part where I'm like,
Mm.
I was thinking of just trading with your Watcher with just Smokescreen, but then I was thinking
Mhm.
if wait, why did I use Stupefy here? Maybe I was just playing
Uh,
greedy.
yeah, you didn't have to use the Stupefy. Yeah, you just had to play the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the smoke just lets us trade, and I guess that's fine. I guess I
Yeah,
was
I think I
hoping
agree.
that you would not have any spells, or else like because I could hold for the win, but
Mhm.
I think that's a little greedy because you didn't.
It's a little greedy here,
Yeah.
because I think you are ahead. I will say the choice to defend this was a great play. This was one of the winning. It was a winning play.
Okay.
I will say that was that was a very correct play. You want to defend this if you can, get the most value out of your smoke screen.
Hmm.
Um, so that was fine. But
Yep.
yeah, I don't think we need to defend to the point where we're winning combat.
Yeah. Yeah. Just trading would be not like an
Trading
issue.
would do that
Yeah. And then
because I
because
think you
like
get punished now.
yeah, because now I don't have enough for my retreat on my Watcher, and then
Right. Yep. Yep. And I rain it right.
yeah, you just raid my board, and now I have no board. Or you watch her Falling Star, which is also pretty good. With the
Oh yeah,
orb.
which is really good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I could have had a
And it
retreat
just didn't
here.
need to happen, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, so now I'm at a state where I guess like if I retreated my Watcher here, I would have at least a Watcher in hand. I
Well, you would
could.
have 12 runes and an extra card because you would draw a card as well, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hmm.
It would have been quite juicy.
That
Um,
would have been nice. I
so
think
what do
I
we
just
do?
develop here, or no, I send the yeah. This was the
Mhm.
turn where I was like, I think I should have put all my units in a battlefield because the chance of you having another Watcher
Yep.
is low, and you also use 2 retreats, I think. So
Yep.
my Noxus is stuck in base doing nothing, and I
Yep.
have Darius and Student there ready to defend with I guess 2 spells. Um,
Mhm.
and then over here, you accelerate Kaisa to the left side, which I can do nothing to. And then you send Watcher here, in which I cast the cleave, which gets me the
Hmm.
rain. Oh, if I had the rain earlier,
Yep.
that would have been nice.
You would have drew the rain off the retreat and then the Darius. Would you have enough runes to play it? I think you'd have been. I think you'd have been one draw off.
Oh, okay. So I could
Because
at
you
least get
conquered the
rid of your
Darius, right?
Watcher,
To get the
right?
extra.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, but it was still definitely still a misplay completely.
Yeah, yeah. Needed to retreat my
Unfortunately.
Watcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
yeah, I win here, right?
yeah. Oh,
But
we
mhm.
yeah, yeah, you clear out my Darius because I buffed it up with the student and the 2 spells. And
Yep.
then you're forced to send another Darius here, which
Yeah, and then that's game to 8.
yeah, that just what
Yeah,
you
game
just
to
got
8
it.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So like we can already see like this whole game, like we began with 3 retreats and we almost ended with 2. So like
Yeah.
and in a spot where we could have had value from them, really, really good value from them on turn 2, right?
Yeah.
Or turn 1, and then 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely just another similar to the yodel effect, where it's definitely just this knock-on effect from turn 2 or 3, where, as I said, like literally, I remember saying to you, like literally, it's not as how would it's more intuitive than complex than I said it before. But
Yeah.
we were in an 80% EV spot where we could have played retreat and it'd have been fucking amazing, and then
Yeah.
it went 60, 40, 30, 20, and now suddenly we're losing, right?
Yeah.
Um, Now
Right
these
here.
retreats are like gone down to like 20% EV played.
Yeah. It all started from turn 2.
Yeah, and all started from turn 2, and like, yeah, you sometimes you don't notice. Like, you might, in a set, if you don't do a VOD, then maybe you'll just go to the next game and think, wow, I don't know what I did wrong there. And it's like when you look at the VOD, suddenly it's quite clear. It's,
Yeah.
oh wow, these retreats have really hurt me here. Yeah,
Yeah, having the 3 retreats here. Not good. Not
yeah,
good.
like yeah, this game it looks very different because not only do you move into the battlefield and then retreat your student and
Mhm.
get a rune and then replay her and then play Kaiser, but then you get to play the second retreat because I'm going to falling star you. right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're immediately getting the other retreat out your hand as well, and you're ramping. You're ramping so fast.
Yeah, yeah. And
um, and then I'm never going to put you on the third retreat. I just wouldn't. So the fact you have it is even better because it's like, oh wow, he had the 3 retreats.
yeah,
That's
what are the
crazy.
odds, right? Like
Um,
it's it's not
yeah,
good.
what are the
Yeah.
odds of that? So I'm going to actively play into them, right? So yeah, it's even better than that in like in disguising your hand basically. So like, and I think I said later on, like, and a few turns later, I started to realize, okay, he's on retreats. Like, he's just bricking. Like, he's holding a retreat for Kaiser. Then you had another retreat, and then the other one was obviously stuck in your hand. So, yeah, definitely big misplays on these retreats for sure.
Yeah, I think one of the
Um,
reasons that I greeted these retreats is because like for me it's like retreat is Kaisa. It's I got to get value with Kaisa, but
right, right.
like in this case it's I have too many retreats. I'm not gonna have 4 Kaisas in this game.
Yeah,
There won't be enough
yeah,
turns to play 4 Kaisas. Yeah.
right, yeah. And as I've always said, again, especially on Dreaming Tree, is cards don't matter in this matchup. What matters is tempo, and more runes is more tempo. And retreats, if you can retreat a 2-drop, yes, well, yeah, retreat a 2-drop is bad if you just do it against tempo for free. But if they play a spell to kill it and then you retreat it, then it's great because you're now ramping runes, you're speeding up your game, and you're just getting a 1-for-1 trade. And then on Dream Tree is even better because obviously you're drawing. So yeah, retreating a 2-drop is this early in the game is insane. It's so strong.
Mm.
Like it like playing Hearthstone. It's like it's a wild growth in Hearthstone
Mm, yeah, yeah,
in
definitely.
early Temple Druid. It's
Yeah.
insane with more value because you're also forcing a spell from your opponent. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely a bit of a blunder there. But yeah, we go
For
to
sure.
game 2. I'll
Yeah.
put that down so we remember this one.
Sounds good. And I think so game 2, yeah, let's skip over this bad mulligan or a bad siding. I think what I sided in was
Okay.
I actually put
Oh
in
yeah,
the
you flipped
Mega
it
Mech
over.
and the Sky Splitters. Yeah. I took
Yeah.
out I took out all the
I go.
cleaves.
Yeah,
Uh
take out those cleaves. Yeah, I agree with that.
and I took out my Time Morph because I was on arenas.
Yep, I can see that. As I said, I'm not against that. It might actually be okay to still play, but yeah, I can see why the thought process was there.
Okay. Is cleave
Um,
really that bad? Like even if you're not on Reavers?
is what, sorry?
Is cleave really that bad in the mirror? Because I assume like if it's not on Dreaming Tree, it's like kind of a dead card a lot of the time.
It just seems a dead card in the mirror. Maybe I need to test it more, but like I've tested it, and then other guys have tested it, and they seem to all come to the universal agreement that it's not good.
Mhm.
Um, so I do just trust that it's not good, even outside of my own testing.
Okay.
I think Cleave is only good in niche scenarios because the problem is in the Kaiser mirror, as I tried to explain to someone with Cleave, is it's a mirror. So in the mirror, you're always playing overcards. So basically, I play Kaiser on 4.
Yeah.
You now have mana for Darius. You play Darius. I now have mana for Watcher. So you're always going over the units anyway because you're
Mhm.
each playing off each other's rune count in a mirror, where you're both slowly getting bigger and bigger, and the other compared to the weaker turn before.
Yeah.
So it's only good in the early game when you have like 2 and 1 drops, 2 and 3 drops on the field.
Mm.
I think it's a horrible top deck after that, and it becomes a big issue.
Yeah, yeah, that
I
makes
don't
sense.
mind running 1. But
Just so
that's
hard,
about
you have
it.
like one like option to go over
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. If you need it. Yep. Yep. And it could
Okay.
be surprise value and stuff like that. But yeah, 2 to 3 is too much, I think.
That makes sense. That makes sense. All right. I guess yeah, we'll take a look at this hand. I have hopeful, retreat, sentry, and
Mm-hmm.
a rain. I think I got
Okay.
rid of the rain and the hopeful.
Why the earth did we cut this hopeful? All right. This is the second time now. Now we cannot stop. This is a trend.
Yeah, yeah.
The hopefuls are so good. Okay. Yep.
Uh,
Um,
I think the reason I cut the hopeful is because I know I'm running 3, so I'm not like super worried about not having them. I think I'm
right.
overvaluing retreat again, because and
Yeah.
especially in
Definitely.
I think I'm overvaluing it because we have Targon's peak, which basically means I'll always like have runes up for a retreat. So I think that's why
Yep.
I
I
keep it.
think we're possibly also like stuck in this thing where we're always mulliganing 2 unless we find like have a perfect hand with like falling star. Uh, uh, and that's not always the case. I think we just get rid of the rain here, and our hand is looking really good
Oh, okay.
because Read is greatest, and Hopeful is a 2 mana 4, so
Mm.
it's demanding the game goes even faster.
Yeah, you're
And then
right.
on top of that we have Sentry, so we're already drawing an extra card, so we already don't have to worry about hand value because Sentry's going to draw us a card as well. Like we already have that hand value, so like maybe people look at this hand and they think, retreat plus hopeful plus sentry. Wow, I'm going to run out of cards really quick and not get much value. It's like, well, sentry's going to draw you a card, retreat's going to save you a unit, and Kaiser's going to draw you a card this game. So
Yeah.
value's not a problem.
Okay, I think that's exactly what I
Right.
was thinking. I was like, I feel like I'm not gonna have a lot of cards, but I
Yeah,
think you're
yeah,
right.
exactly. But we are, yeah, we definitely are. So, but yeah, not a huge loss right now. We cut the hopeful. What do we get?
We got Mega Mech and
Um,
Ray, and oh, I drew a
mm,
Poro on turn 1, which was really good
so
actually.
that's good. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Um, I wonder if I would open Sentry here. Mm.
Sentry in case it gets Hexacorate.
Yeah, I think I'm
Hmm.
okay with Poro though. Still, it's on Arena's Greatest, and this competes with a 2-drop.
Yeah,
Um,
and then I think
uh,
you play a
and I
Poro.
misplayed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then you beamed it, which I guess is good for me because you're pretty
it's
far
very good
behind.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like panicking because my hand was really bad and we're on Arena's Greatest. And
yeah.
I looking at your hand now, I did not need to panic at all. Your hand was horrible
Yeah, my
because it
hand
was
was
like
like
with the
awful.
mulligan. Yeah,
I don't think I played
yeah,
any
yeah,
units other than the sentry until I hit the mech on curve or like
yeah.
at 8.
Oh, that's what it was. I was really panicking because if you conquer Targons, you get to Kaiser Retreat. So I'm also happy that I sort of did because you did have the Kaiser Retreat, to be fair. But I don't think I had the Falling Star anyway, so it didn't matter. If I had the Falling Star, it was great, but I did not. So it was just a big blunder. That was a really big blunder from me. Not really considering the game state.
Yeah,
Um,
I think because the Poro died, I actually took a risk here and played the Kaisa and expecting that you
yeah.
could falling starring me, but I guess was that correct?
Uh,
Would you play Kaisa here?
I think you would because it's again, this is a spot where there's yeah, this is another great EV consideration spot where you go, okay, I play Kaiser. If he doesn't falling star, I'm in a really, really good spot. And if he falling stars, he loses another rune and I'm in a really good spot. Right. So like it's always plus EV to just play Kaiser here. Yep,
Yeah, I think
definitely.
I had the second thought. I was like, if you falling star me,
Mhm.
it's not the worst in the world, just because of the fact that you'd be
Great.
behind so much.
Yeah,
So
great. That's great. Then that's why you played it, and that's a good thought process, and that's worked. So
okay,
that's yeah, you are correct with this play.
sounds good. So we go to your turn. I think, yeah, you just play your Kaisa as well, and I don't have falling star to punish that, so nothing on my end. We go back, and you don't send in your Poro, or else I kill it for free. So I
Yeah,
send. I think on my turn, I know my Kaisa's safe. I can send it to Targons for free. I draw into another spell, which is not amazing, but I just play
so
this. Yeah,
before I do that, let's look at the state of this game.
yeah.
What can you now, before you move like Kaiser, what can you infer from my play that I don't have in my hand?
You do not have any spells because if you did have a spell, you could
Hmm.
send in the Poro, and then you'd have 2 runes up, and you could potentially defend the Poro. I'm assuming, right?
Correct. Yep, yep. So we can defer that. Maybe I don't have retreat because
Yeah.
I might want to retreat my
Oh
Kaiser into your
yeah,
falling
that's
star.
true. Yeah.
We can defer that I probably so I have to have so how would I put this? Yeah, so there's a possibility if I moved in, then I would have Hexray Stupefy or Hexray. I would never just have a Stupefy because if I move in, Stupefy doesn't trade with Kaiser. So we can say, okay, he has no Hexray and he has no retreat. So that's already hand info we can take just from me not moving the Targons, right? We can defer now that there's 2 cards gone from his hand.
Oh,
Um,
okay, okay.
so
I
yeah.
don't think I caught that at this point in the game.
No, no,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think you did either. And it was such a little thing, right? But it's
Yeah.
a huge giveaway that what I might have or what I might not have, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Okay, sounds good. And then yeah, I should definitely think about that. It's like if you go into
No, no,
Targons,
it's
that would be
mhm.
you would definitely have those 2 at least. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I probably would do that if I had them in
Yeah.
my hand because I'd want to kill your Kaiser or hold up retreat. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good. And then yeah, I think I just play the sentry and pass here. So, cuz
Okay.
I get all my
Well,
runes up for nothing.
no, yeah. So like, look at your hand. So this is another thing where it's really good, like not to play hands up from the opposite player. I don't like this. Looking at your hand, there's a part of me that wants to cycle Stupefy to try and find something. But that would be playing with my own hand only, because now we have to consider our opponent is looking at us with all runes up and he doesn't know our hand, and you can have anything, right? Um, so like if you play Stupefy, you're basically saying I have no units, help. um, so like I think this is a great play just to hold up all these cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good play.
Because I was thinking, yeah, like
Um,
I don't have to use the stupefies because they can basically I can defend this Kaisa
yeah,
with everything I
and that
have.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I just like that the fact that we didn't panic because I think a lot of players will play Stupefy and just try and dig a little bit here,
Yeah.
like just play one. And yeah, there's just no need to. We don't need to be scared about just chilling out right now. We are ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
good play.
Okay. Good thing I made the right decision here. I think.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Let's see. So I think you just develop here in base, which basically
Yep,
tells me that you don't want to act. You don't want to contest. You don't even want to go into the other one, with like the
yep,
Poro or anything.
yep.
Which,
So
yeah,
I mean, you held up a lot of mana. Um, so we at least can know that maybe he's just a good player and he's not punishing me. He's punishing me for holding up all my mana. That's the first thing we do take from that. Uh, but we can still probably take a little bit like, okay, maybe there's other cards I might have played. Void Seeker, probably, instead of the Yordle to kill your Kaiser here, because I know you're probably going to retreat. And then it allows my Kaiser to move into your Targons for free. And then I play retreat. Like I would basically, if I had spells, I would test the waters against you, right? I would Void Seeker. Okay, you retreat. Now I get to move my Kaiser in and maybe retreat my Kaiser if you Void Seeker back. So yeah, you just instantly know I'm not on a spell heavy hand at all. There's no Hex Rays. There's no Falling Stars. There's no Hex. There's no maybe no Stupefies. Um, so yeah, we can definitely take that from even more from the Targon play before, and it's just more confirmation that okay, he still has no spells. He's like completely bricked. Yeah,
all two drops.
yeah. It's just a really spewy hand, which is exactly what happens next turn.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, and I think back on my turn, I simply I'm at 2 or I'm at 3.
Good. Yep.
And I think I retreat the Kaisa, I send the sentry in. The reason I send the sentry in is partially because I
Mhm.
want to go to that 4-point mark. But also
Yep.
because I know I can leave up 1 up for Hexray, so I could
Yep.
potentially like trade with something. Like if like a Kaisa or
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Um
No, yeah, it's fine. Moving the sentry in is good. Yeah, for
mm.
that point.
And it
Sentry is
like
always good.
cycles
Just hitting that
itself
point.
if it dies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And yeah, I just play the Mega Mech and leave 1 up and pass it back. And then
Absolutely fine. Yep.
you go in with Kaisa, you go to 2, you play the Sprite to go over my Sentry. And I think here I'm like thinking, do I zap the Sprite? And I think I do because of the fact that I have 2. Actually, no, do I zap it? No, I don't zap it.
There is a spot where you do that, and it is a great choice, but it's not in this one.
Yeah, because the thing is, I
Good
think I
turn.
don't zap it because I know like you're just gonna send another unit in, and
Yeah, yeah,
then
exactly. Yeah. So
I
this is fine.
okay, um, and then so I just leave it up, and then you put 2 more 2 drops. Yep,
Yep.
ouch, that is a little
It
wacky
was just
hand.
an army of units, no spells. Yep.
Yeah, not what you want in this situation. Um, and I think,
So
yep,
we can already infer some information here, though, before you even move in. Um, we can say obviously we'll confirm it down the line because it's a 50-50 a little bit, but we can infer two things. His hand is really bad. He wants to draw because he's on dead cards. Let's think Time Warp, Cathian Rain, things like that. But he's not a Cathian Rain because he would have played it this turn. So he's got to be on Time Warp. He's got to be on something weird because I push my Kaiser in and not the other unit, right? So because I push my Kaiser in, I'm either really desperate to draw cards or I have retreat, right? Or something to protect the Kaiser. So, and that's going to give us this confirmation now when you move in.
yeah.
I
I
think you, I
actually
think you've looked at the mega.
I think
Mm-hmm.
what I could have done here potentially, just because I like,
Okay.
I think I didn't register in my head that you would have like you were digging for cards, right? I think
Yeah.
what I could have done is I could have tried baiting. Actually, I don't even know because like there's like the cheeky play where it's like you deal 3 damage to Kaisa, let it resolve, and then if the opponent tries to retreat, you stupefy, right? Like I could do that
Ooh.
here. But I don't think that even is right because I could just send the Mega Mech. There's no way my Mega Mech like loses to
Mm.
Kaisa, right?
There's not, but I don't. That'd be a really cool poker style play where you say, "I know you've got to retreat,
Yeah.
play it."
Yeah.
um, I think looking at this hand, if I wasn't so spewy with all these two drops, I think that'd have been a really great play. I'm gonna keep that in mind myself. Yeah, that'd have been great to like
Yeah.
basically abuse the chain stack, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I feel like
yeah.
sometimes it wins me games because people are just unaware that
Ooh.
you could go over the retreat with the stupefy.
Mhm.
But I think it's a little too cheeky sometimes.
Yeah, but I think there are really good cases where they could do it. And as I said, if I like, maybe I had like 2 or 3 less 2 drops here that I needed to Hex-Ray, I'd probably do that play. So
Mm,
I don't mind that line of thinking.
okay.
Um,
Yeah.
so yep, yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
So we send the Mega Mech in. It trades with the Kaisa, and then
So yep.
I send the Kaisa over here. Yeah, because I think maybe that play would have been better because I would have been able to send the Kaisa to the empty battlefield instead if you
Hmm,
retreated, and then my Mega Mech doesn't have to worry about a smoke screen onto the sprite.
true. Mm, I'm not sure. I don't mind getting the value here out of the Mega Mech. I think this is still okay. I think this is. I'm just looking at the base, and the base is huge, and these hex rays are going to get a lot of value because of it, which is exactly what happens. So yeah, you push the Kaiser in.
And then
Shoot.
I get stupefied, I think. And then
Yeah.
I think I actually burn the hex ray. I was thinking of using the
Which is a
stupefy.
misplay.
Yeah. Should I be using the stupefy here?
I think you should. I think yeah, because you know that I haven't had X-ray for like 5 turns, right? So unless my Kaiser or the Stupefy finds it, then I don't have it. And if it does find it, well, then you're still in a great spot because you're just gonna retreat anyway, right? If I suddenly Hex-ray, it doesn't really make a difference. So yeah, I think you just Stupefy. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Yeah, because like there's no reason to burn a stronger spell in this case.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, we're fine just Stupefy here.
yeah, I
But
do
we did
burn
waste
the
a Hex-ray.
thing. And then I think I just played the 2 units in my hand and
Yeah,
then
and
pass.
yeah, and here you're in a fantastic spot. This
Yeah.
game is so over.
Yeah, yeah, because I have
um,
like so many options to for my
yeah,
units at battlefields. Yeah. And then I think
yeah, we just go next
yeah, we just go
because I,
next.
I I launch my units into mech and use Sky Splitter right and just kill all my
Yeah,
units.
yeah, I just can beam
Yeah,
them all,
there
yeah.
was no way to me win.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew you were Saturn spells as well because of like the Tag on Conquer, the holding the runes. So I was like, okay, I just have to send it and pray.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Fair enough,
yep,
fair
and then the
enough.
Sky Splitter caught me off guard.
Yeah. Your Sky Splitter, actually.
Oh yeah, yeah, true. It's actually yeah, I said it's coming up a lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
Even with the Watcher on the board.
I like this one. I like this one. Okay. I think for my last battlefield, I side out the Draven. Because I feel like I probably will be behind in points. Do I
Yep.
see? Let me see if I side out anything else.
Yeah, let's see. The Reaver's Roar one's a weird one. Let's see what you side.
Yeah. I think I just mainly side out the Draven, right? Yeah, I put out the Draven. I actually remove a Darius here.
Yeah, you're on 3 Dariuses. So I'm on board with that.
Yeah. So I throw out
Yeah.
all the smokes, all the cleaves, and a Draven and a Darius.
Yeah, because he's just not going to find value on Reaver's Roar very much. There's an
Yeah.
argument to do the Watcher instead, but then you
Uh-huh.
have Sky Splitter, so that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So we start off. My hand is Warp, Falling Star, Sky Splitter, and Student. And I think I just get rid of the
Okay.
2 in the middle here. Yeah.
Yep. I don't mind that. That's fine. There's an argument to keep the Sky Splitter, but we
Yeah.
don't need to.
Yeah.
Because we're on Reavers.
Yeah. And I think the Sky
Mulligans are
Splitter
always like,
comes in
yeah,
too
sorry.
late, right? The Sky Splitter would come in way too
Uh,
late for.
Right, exactly. Like I'm instantly thinking, okay, we're on like falling stars, so maybe we can make the game go slow enough, but I just don't think it's feasible. So I do think we kick the Sky Splitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. We draw into another Sky
We do
Splitter,
another one.
which
It's a
is
good
funny.
job we cut it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. All right. And then yeah, so we're going second. You play the Portal first. I think I just student and then keep one up for raid.
So
Yeah.
yep, I will say I think this is a great hand for Reaver's Roll games.
All spells, right?
Because I think yeah, you could just really punish them and they'll just run out of value. This is one of the few situations where they will run out of value is when you have this many spells with like Sky Splitter, and that's why I made like a Prison Kaiser a long time ago that people were playing with like
I've heard
3
about it.
Phoenixes, all spells. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it was 3 Phoenixes, all spells. And it was because and even now it beats normal Kaiser at like I think it's like 90% win rate because
That's
it just runs them out of
crazy.
cards.
That's crazy.
Um,
Yeah.
but this is not a bad hand to have, to be fair.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes. It's in a good spot.
Yeah. I think I played against a Time Warp Token Lux before. I think Sold Out was
Oh
playing it.
wow.
And I just got
Yep.
shut out by all the removal. I had no units.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. That it happens against Kaiser because they really struggle against cards that are going to wipe them out, like big boys like Darius. If it dies when it tries to move in,
Yeah.
Eventually, you run out of units, right? As long as they're cantripping. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess I feel like so putting in two sky splitters on Reavers is generally a
Yep.
good idea in this case.
Yeah, I think it might be a good idea. Yeah, that definitely.
Yeah.
Think I'm gonna be on that train for a little bit.
Yeah. It feels good. It feels good. So you send in the Poro here, and then I don't beam it, which is good, I guess.
Yep, which is good. Yeah, don't do what I did. Yep, yep, it is very good.
And then you have a really good turn two with student and a hopeful.
And you
And
top deck the stupid.
I
Oh my
know,
god.
I know. I think I didn't even notice I had the stupefy because I was gonna make a different play, and then I realized, wait a minute, I have the combo.
That was rotten. Yeah, that, oh god, looking back and watching other people top deck, it's so gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great top deck though, yep. And I'm
Yeah.
guessing I think that's what you do, right? Straight
Yeah,
away.
I
You
just
just
I
fire it off.
just kill the back line. I try to go into the Poro here because I don't want the
Yep.
Poro to live. And then we trade because you I think you beam my student here.
I
Yeah.
do, yep.
Yeah. And then we're back into like a neutral-ish state, but I get to play a student, which is good.
And that's another thing there. Like you know I have beam or stupefy because I went to Targons and not Reavers, right? Otherwise I would always go to Reavers. So you already like can infer before, like, it doesn't matter too much because you're going to attack me anyway with your student, but you can basically say, okay, this is definitely going to Hex Raid, get Hex Raid. So yeah, this is good play anyway to attack the Targons. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I think I missed the fact that you would have a spell there. I wasn't
Yeah.
thinking too deeply on it, but I just wanted to get rid of the
Yeah.
Poro. But now
Yeah, that's fair.
I need to think about why you go on Targons instead of Reavers
Yeah.
because you always
Definitely
go on
important in the
Reavers.
mirror if you go against one.
Like with Pouty, you always go to Reavers normally, right?
Yeah, always. Yeah, it's very overpowered on Reavers. Yeah, because it basically says you have to spell this at some point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I went to Targons because I had the Hex Ray. So yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so we go to the next turn. I think you accelerate Kaisa to Reavers, and I'm pretty happy about that because I have the Void Seeker. I
Yeah.
guess.
So now we already know I don't have any 2-drops, right? I would definitely just 2-drop and then Kaiser base here, 100%. So we got no 2-drops. I still think there's a possibility of 3-drops. Definitely no 2-drops. Possibility of retreat. I would like say, okay, they have no 2-drops in their hand. There's a possibility of retreat in their hand. Because we're not scared
I
of
thought you
voice
had
seekers.
retreat for sure.
Yeah.
But I think
yeah.
yeah, I think on my turn I don't have any units, so I have to Void Seeker your Kaisa here. I mean, I could play my
Yep,
own
that's fine.
Kaisa, but yeah, I just do it, and then you don't have retreat, which is really good for me. I'm pretty happy about that, and then I just develop in base.
So, yep. And now we can infer information straight away from the lack of retreat, right? We've already crossed off 2-drops. We've already crossed off other 4-drops because I accelerated my Kaiser. I don't think I would do that unless I was desperate to dig or wanting to get on Reavers to try and get some value out of this drop. I would just play a 4-drop if I had one. So we crossed off 2-drops. We crossed off most valuable 4-drops. So like against other Kaisers, as I said, you have to also consider like other things. Like some people playing 2 or 3 Kaisers, right? So it's like, oh, you have to cross off the mandatory 4-drops that you would never cross off in your head for your own deck. So we can say, okay, no Kaisers from hand, no other 2-drops, probably no 3-drops. I don't think 3-drops are likely. I think I would play Yordle here instead of Accelerate Kaiser. So we know that I'm on a really top-heavy hand. There's a possibility here I would even just play Darius in base instead of playing the Kaiser Accelerated. Because one of them, either going to get a fallen start anyway. So yeah, you just fallen start either one, right? And I think I do think in this case I'd rather Darius dies and try and get value out of Kaiser. So I'm probably on Time Warp, Rain, or a load of janky spells like Falling Star, Rain, Watcher, Falling Star, Rain, Watcher, Darius. If I didn't want to play the Darius to base, we should have to consider that to an extent. But we just know there's an endless amount of spells, and we definitely know that now.
Yeah,
With no retreats, obviously.
I think I need to make it like a pattern I recognize. Like if my opponent accelerates Kaisa in a situation where they probably shouldn't, it means they're digging for something, and then I can rule out like exactly what you said.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously we say, okay, as you said, he probably has retreat here. That's the correct line of thinking. And then we Void Seeker, he doesn't have the retreat. So now we can now we get that free information and say he definitely doesn't have a retreat in his hand. Yeah, that's the pattern we've just got to get ourselves into. After it's just habit, right? Just habit as we play the game.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Should we continue?
Yep.
Okay, so I think I send the Oh, I actually send the student to targets, I guess, because I have the hextech ray. I feel like I kind of want to. I could defend it. That's why I send it in.
I
Um.
do prefer it to go into Reavers here.
Oh, just because it's like a free like retreat, right?
It's just yeah, it's free anyway. Like I don't think we need to defend anything when we're on Acadian reigns, right? We have double Acadian reign.
Yeah.
So I think we're at this point we don't want to defend anything. We don't even want to get value out of this hex ray. We really want our opponent to start chugging the base so we can just reign.
Yeah, you're right. Because if I go into reverse, let's say you send something there, like I can just rain it right after, and I get like
However,
extra value.
I will say the only argument is that Kai'Sa is better on Reavers and Targons because she gets to bounce.
Yeah.
But if we stick with the mindset that our opponent has a really spell heavy hand, Kai'Sa's probably not bouncing
Yeah,
again.
it's probably dead anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think you
So
you do blast it
fine.
with like 2 like void seekers at some point.
Yeah, I double Void Seeker, right? Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so we can already say, yeah, I think students should go on. I think we can say that you have a really spell heavy hand. Let's just try and get at least as much value as we can, right? And then there's the argument is that if we've identified that my hand is all really big stupid shit and big spells, then student going to Targons isn't going to defend against much with Hexray.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not defending Darius or Watcher. It's not defending. I was gonna say Cleave. There's no Cleaves in this game, so yeah, it's just Darius Watcher. I wouldn't put my opponent in anything else. So I
Yeah.
end up playing Sprite, but that's also awful for Hexray. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You don't wanna
there's no
hex ray
units to
that.
defend against good here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just let it I think I just let it die here. Or actually,
I
wait,
think you
I
actually
don't
Hexray, right?
I think I hex rayed it because I was thinking I don't have any units to play next turn, and I'll still be able to rain.
Yep.
So I think that's why I
Yep.
hex ray
And like weirdly enough, I think the Hexray is good here, but
it.
you're Hexraying because you made a mistake, right?
Yeah.
You moved your student in. We identified what was in our opponent's hand, which is Darius or a Watcher,
Mhm.
and then we moved our student into a vulnerable spot where it couldn't defend against these cards even with the Hexray.
Mm.
So we sort of, as you said, we sort of panic and say, "Oh shit! Now I have to waste my Hexray to defend my student against something that I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
expect."
Should have just been
Yeah,
reverse.
which is
I
just
think
like should have just been
yeah.
Reavers, yeah.
I think I also got baited by the fact that I always want Kaisen to reverse. So I was like, student can go into Targons. But then the thing is, if you
Yeah.
push me out of reverse, I could just like go back in with Kaisa later. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like, yeah, and if I play those spells, well, Kaiser's dead anyway. So
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Misplayed. Okay, so we go back to my turn. I think I get the point on hold, and this is where I try to go in with Kaisa. I did top deck the retreat, so that's why I'm confident to try to go in. And
completely.
then
Yep. Good
and
point.
then I retreat it. And then here I'm like thinking, should I just replay it in base? But I feel like I'm in that situation that you were in where I need to like dig for stuff.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I,
That's definitely correct play.
yeah, I go in, I dig into a Void Seeker, which is not great. But yeah, so next turn you Void Seeker my Kaisa, so it dies for good. Send in the Sprite Mother to 3/4 with Darius. And back on my turn, I think the only thing I should do here is rain, right? Because I can't get over any of these.
Yeah, definitely a rain. Definitely the
Yeah.
rain. Yeah. Yep.
So I rain here, or oh, I don't even rain here.
Oh
Oh,
wow. What do we do here?
I think I was like, I think the
What do you?
why did I not rain? I mean,
Yeah. Did you Sky Splitter instead?
yeah, I think I Hextech I Void Seekered Darius Sky Splitter. I think that was my yeah, that was really bad because I remember at the end of this turn, I was like, wait a minute. I put like I'm at 5 points. Do I need 5 points?
Yep.
Like or like
No. Yeah. No.
I just need 1 point here.
Because like
Yeah.
right now we can say, okay, our opponent just sunk 2 Void Seekers into Kaisa, right? I believe they've already played a Hexray. Um, they would have probably Hexrayed the turn we Sprite Mothered because we played Sprite Mother. You Hextech the Sprite, and we had mana to Hextech the student if it didn't die to the Sprite. So we can say, okay, if the last turn they didn't have Sprite, last turn they didn't have Hextech Ray. They've just played 2 Void Seekers, so they're probably on Rain, and we play straight into Rain. Right?
Yeah.
All we had to do was just keep bouncing this AFK student on Reavers, and I would have had to Rain the student by itself. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh man. You're right. You're right.
so or Watcher it, either one. Right? So yeah. Definitely
Yes.
a misplay here.
I
And I
like
think you are just probably trying to dig too much with the Void Seeker as well.
I think so, because I was
Um,
like, I want more units, and then I was like,
mhm.
oh, the only way to get more units is by void seekering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we should be on that mindset of like, okay, what is my opponent's hand? Okay, we know it's clunky stuff still. So I definitely would be like, okay, my opponent's probably on time warp because he hasn't played, like he's been holding cards that are some of the cards in his hand. I swear to God, has been in his hand since like turn 2. So it's probably Watcher or time warp. And then so like you could say like maybe Watcher, time warp, or rain. So then we immediately think, well, if I play Darius and it's a rain, that really sucks. So I can't play Darius right now. Because then it's minus EV. Because I'm giving him that small out basically. Um, so yeah, definitely I would have just jammed my own rain here.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
then
then with
like
the other
this,
rain, we know we have to back up.
exactly, exactly. And I guess like saving the Sky Splitter and the Void Seeker is way better for later, because right now the rain is a free
Way
one for
better.
two, I guess. But then
Yep.
because I did the other thing, I actually spent like two for two at least, or two plus like cycle.
It's like yeah, it's like 2v2 but with a cycle, right? Exactly. And then the problem is like these rains aren't action speed, like you said, so they're just not as good.
Yeah.
They're just gonna clog your hand. Yeah.
Yep. So that was a pretty bad miss, but yeah, because I get rained immediately after here. I get super punished. Like I have Darius sitting in base, just
Yeah.
standing there doing nothing.
Like I am super happy about this when I see this happen. So you tapped out, you have the retreats to get more value. I was like, okay, rain is going down, baby.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was down double rain here. Same as you. So
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I was like, I think I regretted playing Darius as soon as like I got to the state. I was just like,
yeah.
wait, Darius is doing
Wait, what
nothing.
have I yeah, what have I just done? Yep.
Yep, yep.
Yep, I rain. Oh, I falling star and something. Oh, I falling. Oh, yeah, yeah. So like this is my misplay a little bit. Is I falling star smoke instead of the rain. I have 2 rains, and this is where I make the mistake because I didn't put you on very good. I put you on a bit of a better hand than you had, and really you're on 2 rains and sky splitter. So I should have saved my smoke screen and just rained.
Yeah,
Um,
interesting. And I think I
so I
greeted
would have made
too.
a similar mistake.
I played Falling
Hmm.
Star instead of like I guess I just Falling Starred here because it taps me out. I don't even know. Yeah.
I'm not against it. It's okay.
Yeah, I
Uh,
guess like the Sky Splitter is a little bit more useful than Falling Star, especially if I'm like defending or something, but I don't
yeah,
know. Um
yeah. Hmm.
okay, yeah, and then
So
you you
you rain my board, then it's falling star. Yeah.
yeah.
And then what? Yeah.
So
See, I
you
do this. Yeah.
let's see. Oh, you did you do both on the Darius?
No, I do falling star smoke screen.
Oh, Falling Star Smokescreen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you should have reigned here, right? In this case.
Yeah, exactly. That was my mistake. I did sort of the same thing as you, right? Where I didn't really appreciate that rain value because I just thought you were on a better hand,
Uh
and maybe the same as you thought. But yeah, it was bad hand reading for me. Like I wasn't. I will say that as a coach, I'm always paying attention more on you
yeah.
rather than I'm not trying to beat you basically, right? I'm
Yeah.
not trying to sweat and just beat you out the game.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was just my bad. I just wasn't paying enough attention. I was autopiloting, and I put you on a much better hand than you were on because you were on an awful hand. Um,
Yeah, it looks like
so we made the same mistake basically back to back. Yeah,
that's kind of
100%.
funny. Yeah. And yeah, you do develop, which is pretty
Yep.
decent. Um, and I think I actually just passed this turn because I'm like, do I
Mhm.
have to reign the hopeful? I
Right. Yep.
yeah, I think
I
I
go
was
big
like
spill.
trying to get a bit more value out of the rain here. So
Yep.
I wait until this turn to rain, and I at least play the
Mhm.
sentry.
Technically, yep.
And then on your turn, you send the sprite to go to 6, I think, and you play a Poro,
Yep.
and then I rain again on this like crappy board.
Now is that the play? Let's see. No, I don't think so. Weirdly enough. Maybe.
Because I guess like what I'm worried about is next turn you could have potentially warp, you could potentially watcher, and I
Right.
can't defend against either of those unless I rain here, I think.
So if we do that, what are we? We're 11. We got on 3. Yeah, I think rain's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
rain seems fine.
Actually,
Sure.
I want to go back a turn here. Do you think it was right for me to pass this turn?
Uh, yeah. Yeah, I still think so. Yeah, I do. I do.
Because raining the hopeful is just terrible, right?
What you could have done is just sky slitted it though, definitely.
Oh
I don't mind
yeah.
that.
I would
I
Sky
think you're
Splitter
definitely good at Sky
before
Splitter.
it goes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. I think the reason I didn't Sky Splitter was because I was thinking if you go to 5 points, I'm not actually worried because
Yep.
you would still
And
have to
I'm on
get
board.
2 more, right? Yeah.
I'm still on board with the way you played this. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think it's fine.
Uh, and then yeah, so we do rain here. And then I just send my sentry in for 5.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yep.
and then you push in with Watcher
Yep.
because your hand is, I guess, just rains and time warp.
Yeah. You just know what I'm playing now. Yeah. Like this is so obvious because like even if I had a spell, I know the sentry's gonna bounce. There's an argument it's not that you draw, but like I'm letting you get points. Like I'm just on like rain, maybe a second Watcher, time warp. Right. That's the only
Yeah,
cards in my
all the top
possible in my hand
end.
right now.
Yeah.
Yep. All the top end. Yep. All bricked.
Okay. And then I think on my turn, I top deck into a Falling Star. Do I even Falling Star here? I think I just Sky Splitter. I forget to pay the cost, the 1 mana, but
I think this is fine. Yeah, this
yeah.
is fine.
And then I go to 7. Because now you have to clear both, right? And then you do
Which I rain again, I think.
You rain, yeah.
So
And
now
then
only 2 rains again. We know I'm
yeah,
not in rain. So now we know I'm on time warp for sure.
yeah. And then I luck out and I top deck into a Darius and a Sprite Mother. And I think that's
Yep.
game here.
Yeah. So this game, I definitely think that the hopeful. I think you mulliganed a bit weird.
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't mulligan weird. That was the other game. This one, sorry, this game was so long. You mulliganed the time warp. No, you mulliganed Sky Splitter plus something.
Plus time warp, yeah.
And time warp. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all fine. I don't think there was any major misplays because
Mhm.
for this game. I mean, you won this game. I think it was just we both bricked. What I will say is I think this is a perfect. Oh, it was the it was that one, right? It was the one of the pushes that you made was weird. It
Oh,
was the Hexray
the
where you
student,
wasted
right?
the
This one? Yeah.
yeah, the student, right, into the Sprite. Oh, the
Yeah.
Sprite. Yeah, you wasted the Hexray because you went for Targons for no reason, right? And you had
Yeah.
to waste a Hexray.
I technically wasted the student too, in a
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. It could have been wasted if it wasn't a Sprite Mother, right?
Yeah, I don't think I was
So
playing around Sprite Mother here because I was thinking I send the student in,
that's
you
fair.
have to Darius plus like
Yep.
something, but you can't Darius here, right? You can only you can't
I
because like
could.
I was thinking you don't have Kaisa anymore, so student should be safe, but I didn't play around Sprite Mother.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you didn't play on Sprite, which it's fair enough not to play around it, but yeah, there was just no reason really for him to be here. It should be at Reavers. Given the state that we obviously I said earlier, we identified that my hand was full of spells, so your Kaiser's never going to bounce from Reavers Row anyway. So that was we just small waste on that Hexray. And I think this is a perfect game where I'm not sure I like Acadian Rain 2-ofs in Kaiser against Kaiser.
Because you're both bricked.
I don't know many games where if you resolve one rain, you ever need the second one. So I'm not sure. I was on 1. I went 2 for this game, and I think I'll personally go down to 1. Especially if you're running Sky Splitters instead, because you're removing so many things anyway that you never realize the full value from Acadian Rain unless they're running like Warmex.
Yeah. There was this one the one play I think over here where I should have rained. Was it? It was the Darius and
Oh, you
Sprite
made the
Mother.
other big play. This was a big one. Yeah, this was actually this was the big misplay where you just wasted cards. Yeah, definitely. Where you could have just rained. And then then the game probably looks a lot easier as well because I have to rain your 2-power student, right? Otherwise it's just gonna farm me for points. Which is like wild. So this is definitely another misplay where again I'm not sure why did we do that? Oh, you wanted to no, I'm not sure what did
Oh, here?
you played the Darius, realized it was a mistake, right?
Yeah.
You didn't want to go to 5.
Or no, I was trying to
Yeah.
dig with the Void Seeker, and then I was like, might as well try the Darius.
Yeah, there's just no reason to, right? We're ahead. We're fine.
Yeah. Even I think just playing the
yes.
Falling Star here is fine, right? Like just without the Darius.
Yep.
Falling
Yeah,
Star.
you can just Falling Star that.
Like, why did I play Darius here? There's no reason.
I don't have a clue. And then you played Falling Star as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your Darius just like you identified that Acadian Rains were in my hand and then slammed the Darius anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this will happen as well. These little mistakes, even if you spend like months, like a month coaching, can happen in tournaments, and you see it in tournaments because players get tired, right? When they're like 3 games in round 4, they start to make these weird misplays, and people in chat will rag on them. But it's like the small misplays, I don't think anyone like real competitive players will see really small misplays from players, and not really care because they're like, yeah, they're probably just tired. And this was like a play where you just didn't really consider it properly. And yeah, the Darius was better in your hand because we know we have the opponent has rain. So, but the other games were a bit stinky with the retreat.
Yep,
The
definitely.
retreat
Quite
misplay.
sloppy over there.
Yeah, where we're not really we're identifying a game state, either not identifying the game state early enough, and then using it to and then comparing a hand against the game state we've identified early enough and thinking how does it interact with that state of the game. With for example, with the retreats, we have 3 retreats. We really need to use retreats. Our opponent's playing slow, so it doesn't matter if we use them at this point because we don't need to pressure our opponent. And this was a big one. And I would say what we really need to nail on is if we're gonna go down the argument of exhaustion or whatever else, even in the Kaiser, winning game 1 is, I think, in most card games, especially with the setup that this game has, where the player chooses which second or first, second and third, and with the battlefields, I think winning game 1 will give you a massive win rate boost per round you win game 1, if that makes sense. Winning game 1 is really important, I think, in this game because it's just huge. Because if you win game 1, it means your third game is always you going first, and we know how favorable going first is. We can't be making little mistakes like this in game 1, basically. And then there's no excuse to make them because you can't say you're mentally tired, you can't say you're exhausted, you can't say you're deep into the game because you're not. You've just sat down. So for sure, and as we're saying, so we're getting better with the hand reading already. Like it's not hard to hand read, as I said. It just takes a bit more mental capacity to do it until you're really good at it. And I think you started to read hands really well in these 3 games. Just over this small sample of 3 games already, which is great. But we're now misplaying our own hands, and not identifying the game state. So again, let's focus on really focus on identifying the game state. So this player is playing slow. What is my hand? Well, my hand is really slow because I'm retreating 3 times. And I abuse that. Yes, I can abuse that by playing slow, but I'm also going to get a lot of value by ramping and drawing, right? And then really focus on cutting down our hands to the cards we're definitely not going to play. So cards that we literally can't afford anymore right now. And obviously cut out duplicates if they're not applicable. So we're not going to play 3 retreats as cards. So we go down to 1 retreat, so and so. Just try and really focus on not because I know there was another big mistake here where you just didn't look at your Superfy 2 turns later. Right. Yep. So that's what I'm trying to focus on that one. And as you said, what did you write down in your notepads? You said you had 4 questions to ask each
Oh
turn.
yeah. So it was.
Yeah.
I think I put the notepad away after the first 2 games, so maybe that could have caused some some
Yeah, that's
difference.
fair.
Yeah. So it's what can you do? Like, what can my opponent do this turn? What can my opponent do next turn? What's in my opponent's
Yep.
hand? And the last one is
Great.
what is my game plan, which I guess is from the board state, and I think that's something
Yeah.
I wasn't focusing as hard on in these
Yeah.
games.
I was gonna say because like when you ask yourself what is your game plan, and you immediately obviously look at your own hand, the board, the game state, you immediately see these 3 retreats. It's got to be I need to get value out of these on Dreaming Tree and ramp quick and get use out of them. That would be my immediate game plan looking at this hand anyway. Because obviously our game plan. This is why I don't fully like. How do I put this? I don't always like writing definitive guides for a matchup because it changes from hand to hand, man. Like you could have a really bad hand or a really good hand in certain situations. And so obviously the Kaiser mirror is really fast, but when you're presented with a game where you have 3 retreats on Dreaming Tree and your opponent hasn't opened a single unit in turn 1, the game plan completely changes, right? It's now we're going to play slower and use and get value out of these retreats because we had no other option. Whereas we did a big blunder and slammed the Sprite Mother in a Hail Mary.
Yep. Yeah.
to get 1 point.
1 point that did
We won't
nothing.
rag on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't rag on that too much. I think that's a big misplay, and that's what we just want to cut out before Houston because that's the plays that people in chat will see on stream and go, "What the hell is he doing?" But that's good because if you're making more of them than the smaller misplays, I'm happy because those we can get out straight away. Those we can really just nail out. Whereas the smaller misplays, they're a bit more problematic because they add up. So Yep, let's focus on that. Hand reading is getting better, but definitely like with your notepad. The first thing I think you should ask is don't focus on your opponent's hand straight away. Don't focus on your hand straight away. Focus on the game state. Game state first. Okay. What is my opponent doing? Right. It is so. And I'll if we do another session, what I'll do is actually I said I was going to plan an actual thing out. I'll create a lot of situations where you can do that, and I obviously have the answer to it, and then you can identify it, and I'll tell you if it's wrong or right, and we'll just run through it. Literally, like they do it in poker, where
The puzzles?
coaches will make like puzzles, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
like poker puzzles, right?
I
And
like
we'll just sit
puzzles.
down and we'll just so you know how to identify the game state properly,
Yeah.
and then that because that's always the first question, and then obviously you look at your own hand second, and then how does it interact with that game state? So if the game state is, as I said, if the game state is this game state is going really quick, the tempo is really quick. This game's not going to go on for much longer. And then suddenly, like the other day, you look at your hand and go, "My hand cannot compete with that. I can't play. I can't play a card till turn 2. I can't play card turn 3." Um, and I think the other day I played a progress day, and You went to like 6 or 7 points, and it's because I knew I couldn't interact with you quick enough. So that's how your hand obviously interacts with the game state. So the game state's going really quick. Mine, I can't do that. So how do I win? I have to generate hand value and try and stall the game out long enough. So that's why game state is always first, hand second, how it interacts with the game state. So you have your game plan, then you develop your game plan. Once you have your game plan, then you look at your opponent's hand, what they can play, what they can do next turn, what they've done last turn, how it interacts, how their hand interacts with your game plan, right? That should be the order of events that we're considering things. And if we had done that in this game, I think you would have used the retreats properly. Um, So that's what we'll focus on next time, and that's how I would structure your. Those are 3 questions I asked first in the notepad, and then the fourth question I think you had. So you had what's in my opponent's hand. You had what is the game state. What was the other 2 questions you had on that notepad?
What
Sorry.
can you do this turn
Mhm.
immediately, and what can you do the next
Yep.
turn? I guess. Yeah, for
Right.
my
Yeah.
opponent. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So like it's game. Oh, I think we just basically flip that upside down. Go game state. What can we do this? What's our goal? What's our hand looking like in interaction with the game state? What can we do this turn? What can our opponent do this turn? What can we do next turn? What can our opponent do next turn? Right. Those are like the block building blocks we have, and then we play our turn out. And obviously that will obviously that will change depending on what our opponent does, but it won't change too much, which makes it a lot easier mentally. Because obviously if we move in and we're thinking, damn, we're going to get you out of the retreat, and I don't Hexray your student, you're obviously not going to retreat your student, right? So the game plan still doesn't change too much. We're still going to get value out of the retreats. We're just not going to get value out of it this turn. And then that's how you can mentally start compartmentalize things. Because if I didn't Hexray your student here, you would probably just, I think I would probably just stupefy my student and get 2 draws. Because the game plan would be the game stays slow, we have a lot of value, we need to get value retreats, move student in, okay, no Hexray. Well, I don't want to tap out because I really want to retreat the student next turn when my opponent pushes him or uses a spell on him. And I've identified the game's really slow, so I have time to stupefy my unit and just get a massive hand value, right? And that's how the game plan slowly adapts depending on what our opponent does. So yeah, that's what we'll focus on next, and I'll get some puzzles ready and all that
Awesome.
shit.
That
Just
sounds
to
fun.
just to try and nail it in before Houston, because obviously there's not long left.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So we don't want to make these mistakes. Yep.
I agree. I think
Uh,
definitely the building the game plan. I think is definitely one of the areas that I'm very iffy on because a lot of the times I'm just going by like, oh, what is the current game state? I'm not really thinking too far in like, oh, what cards I need to get rid of, what cards should I get use like now while they're like
right.
more valuable, right? I
Yeah.
think yeah.
And on I think I told another guy I was coaching yesterday after you. I said what was that this morning? It was I will probably write up like a big guide, a big quick meta guide on like game plans versus all the decks that you're going to see at Houston, what to mulligan ideally, how to play the sideboard, ideally what card you want to see, just a massive guide, right? And maybe I'll try and go into more detail on like what happens if you find yourself in X situation, which I find myself in scrims where it's really shitty. Is there a possible way out, and how do you get out of it? And I'll just send that out as like a big block to each person who I've been coaching before they go to Houston. Hopefully, it ends up useful because obviously everyone comes to me saying, "Let's run the mirror," but we're not running Yees, right? We're not playing
Yeah.
against Yees or Annies. So I need to be able to give them at least a definitive advice and guidance. Like this is what you need to do against Annies.
Yeah.
So I'll send that all out as well. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sounds
Probably on
good.
Saturday, just before the week before Houston. Yep.
Yeah.
Um, but I hope you're happy with that.
No, this was super helpful
Yeah.
as usual.
I mean, I do like the like. As I said, I always question if anyone's any learn anything because I've never bought coaching myself, so I don't really know. I've coached in league, but I've never bought TCG coaching, so it's a really weird way to coach the game. So yeah, what we learn from this basically is we need to better again, just better identify game plan, game state, and look at our hand better. And that's what we'll focus on along with hand reading next time, and with a few more puzzles we'll nail it in, because the hand reading was actually really good for you, I think, already.
Yeah, I think I was more
So yeah.
focused on it earlier, and then later it's like as I got
Mhm.
more tired, I wasn't able to focus as much on it. But yeah,
Right.
definitely something I
Yeah,
need
that's
to
fair.
keep thinking about.
Yeah, that's fair, and that is a very big part of TCG skill expression, is that ability to stay focused every game, every turn. And the minute someone starts to slack and they make misplays, the other player who's not doing that will win the game, right? But yeah, and that happens, and maybe you'll be more. Maybe you eat like hyper focus when you go to the tournament because you'll be juiced on adrenaline, and then you'll be okay. Or the opposite will happen, and you'll be juiced on adrenaline and crash, which happens to me. I make so many
That
misplays.
might happen. That
So
might happen. We'll see
yeah,
though.
yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, as long as you're happy with that, and any questions you have before I go grab food, you're free to ask.
No, that sounds
Um,
good. I think if I have any
no,
more questions, I'll come with them on our next session then.
yep.
All
All right,
right. Sounds good.
that's all from me, I guess.
Thank you so much again.
No, no worries. I said as long as you're happy, then I'm
Yeah.
happy. That's spot on.
All right.
All right, have a
Yep.
nice night.
You too. Bye bye.